This is the All-American Coaching League, presented by Axis Sports.
What's up, party people of the All-American Coaching League? What's going on this Monday night? Welcome back to the All-American Coaching League, brought to you by Axis Sports. I am your host, Dave Axis, and we've got some games for you tonight. Check this out. The number one team in the nation, the new number one team in the nation, the Georgia State Panthers, who beat the former number one team, the Central Florida Knights, last week in week 4, have no time to even polish off their trophy, take time to enjoy it, read some, social media about how great they are. They don't have time for any of that shit because they kicked things off tonight, right out the box, right out the gate in game 1, when number 15, Western Michigan, is traveling to the number one team in the nation, Georgia State. For those of you who may or may not have been around last week, a real quick update for you. Breaking news last week, Western Michigan's athletic director, Jacob Clear, and head coach, Adam Gase, departed the university last week. Jacob accepted a double position with the Charleston Predators franchise in the SFL, and Adam returned to the New York Jets in the NFL. Biff Markham has been hired as the new athletic director. He will be making his debut today. He is also acting interim head coach while he searches for a head coach. So good luck to you, Biff, tonight. Nothing like getting your beak wet with the number one team in the nation. Of course, they play in a dome, so there are no weather conditions for that game. Game 2 tonight, 2 top 10 teams are in action. Number 7, Houston, traveling to number 9, Washington State. These two teams are on opposite trajectories. Houston on a win streak, moving on up the polls. Washington State dropping their first game last week, dropping down a few spots. It's going to be 37 degrees and rainy in Pullman, Washington. So that will be an interesting game. And then in the nightcap, another top 10 team, your San Diego State Aztecs, traveling to the 22nd ranked Minnesota Golden Gophers, who are looking for their first W still in this season as we are approaching the midseason part. I think after 5 games, after this week, we will be at the halfway mark. The 22nd ranked Minnesota Golden Gophers 0-4, but it's going to be 30 degrees. It's going to be a little cold. Don't know if those San Diego boys can handle it, so we'll see how that goes, and that will be your nightcap tonight. I'm about to turn this over to our first crew tonight, which is Clint Torres, Bob Funk, and then I'm not sure if Tom Krieg or Pepper Rogers will be the third wheel tonight, but we'll find out that momentarily. So let me hit the chat real quick, and then I will turn it over to those guys. Want to welcome Algiet, another TV viewer, Biff Markham, Caxip06, Lone Star Glory, Packer Fred, Painfulest, Biff Markham, Gunny McGuire. I think that's it for now. And I'm sure we'll get some more in as the games get started. So in the meantime, let's get this kicking. Let's get this going. Our first game, Western Michigan at Georgia State. Let me turn it over to Clint. Clint, welcome back to the booth. How was your weekend, bro, and how you doing tonight?
The weekend went too fast, buddy.
Yeah, get in line. Too fast. Get in line for that one. Oh, that's what she said.
So, this is going to be a good one, though. I'm excited
to see
Gunny and his team against Biff.
I agree with you. Let me ask you real quick before you introduce your crew and you guys break down this game. What are your thoughts on the new number one team in the nation having to take on kind of an unknown entity in Western Michigan with a new AD, a new head coach, new offense, new defense? Is that an advantage or disadvantage for which team?
I think odds say that it's probably advantage Georgia State.
Even though they don't know what Western Michigan's going to bring to the table?
I mean, they've played great every game. So I'm not expecting anything different tonight. I mean, there could be an upset. You never know. I mean, we've seen crazier things in the AACL, but I think the advantage clearly goes to Gunny and his Georgia State team.
All right. Well, I will let you bring in your crew, announce your crew, break down this game, and then we'll get things started. So it's all yours.
All right. Well, good evening, everybody. First of all, before I go any further, always got to thank Dave for putting this league together, putting in all the hard work. Love you, Mom. With that, I'm going to introduce the crew. We've got Bob, Don't Fake the Funk, and I think we have Freddie as third wheel. Is that right?
I'm here. Staying
all right.
in.
Okay, so Krieg may or may not jump in later, but thanks for standing in there, Freddie. Gentlemen, let's start with Bob first. What do you think about tonight's game?
I think it's an interesting matchup with Biff Markham taking over for Western Michigan. It's going to be exciting to see if he can get a win over Gunny.
All right.
I'm kind of looking forward to seeing the new the offense that Biff Markham's running with this run and shoot. It ought to be interesting. I don't think nobody else is running that this year.
Yeah, it's. I think we're going to see a lot of potentially a lot of offense, maybe not so much on the defense side. Let's look at the breakdown here between teams. We've got WMU with obviously Biff Markham at the head of the line, running the run and shoot, 3-4 multiple on defense. Players to watch. We've got quarterback Brian Merriam, halfback Gerald Bradley, defensive end Anthony Luke, and strong safety John Lewis. On the other side for Georgia State, we've led by Gunny McGuire with Susie Rottencrotch as the head coach, running the Oregon Ducks offense, 4-3 multiple defense. On the players to watch list, we got quarterback Rodney Dangerfield, halfback John Belushi, defensive tackle Larry, the cable guy, and strong safety Laurel Hardy. Now, gents, the first thing I want to say is it's great having some clean names here to read.
Yeah, it is nice to have some of the more regular names for the AACL.
The weather's not going to be a factor tonight. I believe we are in a dome, so everyone, it's going to be the wind won't be a factor, weather won't be a factor, so no excuses here. What's left to talk about, gents? Can we go to the field now, Dave? Let's go. Let's hit the button. Let's launch.
Here comes the Panthers.
In the dark blue. All right.
Yeah, I've been called worse.
Western Michigan versus Georgia State in the
It's going to be an
Dome.
interesting game because Western Michigan is 2-2 now. It ain't like they're 0-4, so they might give Georgia State a good battle.
Yeah, leave those 0-4 teams alone. We're trying.
Look at that guy right there with the belly. Who is he?
Yeah, he's got a big gut. So we got the kickoff here. Georgia State receives on the kickoff. They take it out to just about the 20-yard line. All right, let's tee it up there, Mr. Funk. What do you expect to see here in the first series?
I expect to see Rodney Dangerfield doing a lot of what he's done all season long, running the ball and handing it off to John Belushi.
It looks like they're in a pistol set. Throws it deep. Open on the sideline. Pretty pass there, Freddie.
Now look at Rodney coming out throwing. Who would have thought it?
1st and 10, move the chains. Back in shotgun. Play action pass wide open in the middle. Nobody was around the wide receiver. David Letterman with a 19-yard reception. 1st down. Again, the chain's still moving.
This is a nice start from Georgia State here.
Back with the snap. No pressure at all, but the quarterback decides to run with it.
Yeah, it is.
It looks like that was a designed run. 11-yard run for Rodney Dangerfield. Another 1st down, and they're in near field goal territory. Pass in the middle, wide open. Looks like that might have been to the tight end, maybe the fullback. No, that's Letterman's the wide receiver, correct?
Yes.
He's a big wide receiver. Another 1st and 10. This time a run up the middle. And a little promo for Access Live. 2nd and 7. Back in shotgun, 2nd and 7. No pressure again. Plenty of time. Decides to run. Looks like there's coverage down the field. Almost in the end zone. We've got a flag. That might be on the defense.
That's going to be a...
Oh, no.
it's a clip.
Oh, wow. Well, that was a good run. That's for naught.
Still 2nd down.
He was
David
literally top
Letterman
10
making
list.
the Panthers top 10 list tonight. Nice one, buddy. Ayo. That's Johnny Carson, but hey, what the hell?
Well, he's got Johnny Carson on the team also, so...
We'll have time to do that. Nice run by Rodney Dangerfield for 9 yards. He's got 20 all night. 3rd and inches, and they are in scoring territory here. 1st down, move the chains. John Belushi with a 3-yard rush.
With Belushi's first touch of the game.
So far, WMU has no answer for Georgia State. They're running at will. And here they go into the end zone. First drive of the game, 7 on the board, Rodney Dangerfield.
Make it look so easy, man. I can't believe it.
We had Bob. It doesn't look like they had any pressure up on the quarterback, and the holes that the offensive line were creating for the run were just huge.
Yeah, this Georgia State line has been making holes all night long and all season long, actually, for this Georgia State running team.
It's like whoever they play, they're playing against a JV team.
Yeah, you're right, Freddie.
Western Michigan with a decent return. Let's see what they do with this run and shoot offense.
We're going to have to start testing Georgia State players for drugs.
Back in shotgun. Blitz on the outside. Looks like that was contained. 5-yard reception.
No.
Quarterback back in shotgun again. 2nd and 5. Little pressure in the middle. Dumps it off on the sideline. 3-yard reception to Chad Brown. 3rd and 2. Big 3rd down. I think they have to keep the chains moving. They don't want to give it back to that hot Georgia State offense. Back in shotgun, 4 wide. A rush up the middle, but plenty of time to get the ball off to the wide receiver in a slant route. Kyle Lewis for 14 yards. Moving the chains.
Yeah, West Michigan just needs to go down the field here and get some points and give their defense a little bit of a rest.
Again, the pressure up the middle, but that Western Michigan quarterback's got some cool back there under pressure and just waits to go through his progression and gets the ball off.
He's finding the opening man every time so far.
Still in that shotgun. Run up the middle. Thought it wasn't going to go anywhere. Was able to get a couple. Did he get the 1st down? No. 3rd and inches. Derrick Sullivan with a 3-yard rush.
It's unusual to see Georgia State miss tackles like that.
Another run, and this time Derrick Sullivan wasn't going anywhere. 4-yard loss, tackled by Laurel Hardy. His first tackle of the game. 4th and 4. I mean, that was they started off strong, and Mr. Funk, it looks like they stalled.
Yeah, they stalled out, but they were able to get their defense a little bit of rest, but they need to stop here because you don't want to go down 10 or 14-0.
And out comes the Georgia State offense. They're firing on all cylinders. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going here on this drive. Line up in shotgun, looks like a quad look. And the quarterback's going to keep it. No pressure at all. Able to get the 1st down. Rodney Dangerfield, 11 yards. I think he's averaging, close to 10 yards a game, 9.3. They don't have an answer. They're not stopping him. Another run. Just threw off the defender. Get out of the way. 4 yards for Rodney Dangerfield.
He's earning that respect today.
Holy mackerel. Yeah, he's getting respect tonight. Dangerfield with the handoff, not going anywhere, brought down -3. That was a very conservative mark. I looked like a lot more than -3 on that play.
Well played by Kerr there on Western Michigan.
I think he just got his forward progress, and they didn't, give him the yards. He got pushed backwards.
That's the widest 3-down line set I've seen ever. Nice pass, though, to the sideline. 4th and 1, though. Johnny Carson got it for 8 yards, but just short enough. Didn't run the route for the first down, and it looks like we got a punt by Georgia State.
Good defense is staying there by Western Michigan.
Western Michigan receives the punt. A couple yards on the return. Derrick Sullivan, actually 10 yards. It's really deceiving up here in the booth. I thought I only had 5, but hey, 10 yards return. Out comes the run and shoot offense. It looked like they started pretty strong, and then they sputtered as they got closer to the scoring range.
Yeah, they need to keep throwing the ball. Oh, sorry, Bob.
Oh, go ahead, Freddie.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna agree with Freddie. They need to keep throwing the ball and mixing a run here or there just to keep them honest. But their pass game has been the better way for them to go so far.
I don't know who that was intended for. A receiver that was looked like running a go route, but it wasn't anywhere near him. 2nd and 10. That was one of the first mistakes by the Western Michigan quarterback tonight. Run up the middle, nice run, nice power run here at the markers, and able to force his way for the first down. But we got a flag here. It looks like maybe a face mask.
Defense.
Yeah, that's not what Georgia State wanted to see there.
Still first.
Lauren Hardy with the face mask.
They are in field goal range here, threatening on the 30-yard line. Back in shotgun with 4 wide. Back to snap, little pressure up the middle again. Savvy quarterback, stays in there, patient, goes through the route, and able to dump it off to Chad Brown for 6 yards.
3 yards.
Excuse me, 3 yards. Second and 7, run up the middle. First down, nice run, nice blocking. Looks like, Bob, the Western Michigan offense is starting to gel a little bit.
Yeah, they're just getting that perfect little scenario where they're mixing the run in at the right time and completing their passes. Until he throws it over his head.
So it looked like before Biff Markham took over, they ran the West Virginia offense. I think that's kind of similar to Oregon, is it not?
It's pretty much a spread offense.
Nice pass up the middle. 10-yard reception to J.D. McNair. 1st and goal. Lines up in the pistol. 3 to the top, 1 at the bottom. Plenty of time. Goes through his progressions. Everything was covered. Had to throw it away.
Yeah, smart decision there just to throw it out of the back of the end zone and live to fight another down.
Looks like they're in the same formation. Back to pass. Plenty of time. Good coverage downfield. Touchdown. Chris Hayden. Open at the end of the end zone. Let's see this on instant. Well, are we going to get an instant replay? Yeah, we are. Perfect pass. Just about at the last second possible before he's going to get out of bounds. Bob, nice drive. Great way to answer and make this a tied-up ball game.
Yeah, this is a great way to, just about close out this first quarter and put the second quarter tied up with the #1 team in the nation.
Let's do a quick shout. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Quick shout out to the fans online. We got Agalette, another TV viewer, Biff Markham, Cliff Allen, Dave Axes, D-Locks, Texas, Doug Britton, Gunny McGuire, Caxi PS06, Lone Star Glory, Fabulous 5'6", and Painfulest. All right, out comes Georgia State. They got to answer here. Tie ball game. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to snap. Oh! Almost had an interception there. Jerry Raymond had all of the field open for him if he was able to get that ball.
Yeah, I think he was thinking about the touchdown instead of catching it.
Wide receiver in motion. 3 wide receivers at the top. Back to pass. Dumps it off. A lot of room, gets a good chunk of yards there. Third and 2. John Belushi with 8 yards. And that's the end of the quarter with the score all knotted up, 7-7, Western Michigan versus Georgia State. We've got a close game here, guys. Did you expect it to be this close coming in?
Not really, but as I'm seeing them playing on, it looks like we are going to have a real tight one.
I didn't know what to expect with the new head coach and Biff Markham, so this is just nice to see Western Michigan in this game.
Smart play by Georgia State, dumps it off to Taylor Freeman. It looks like that was the last route on the route tree. Dumped it off, got a first down, moved the chains, 1st and 10. They line up in shotgun with a quad look, throws it deep. Wide receiver open. I don't know who he was trying to hit, but it wasn't anywhere near the wide receiver.
That was 20 yards past the receiver. I don't know what he was doing there.
Can't blame it on the wind because we're in a dome.
You're right. 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Another ball thrown nowhere near the receiver. It looked like the pocket might have been broken down, but I really don't know what he was thinking.
I think it was well covered. He was just getting rid of it.
Back to pass. Oh, pressure.
And he's going to get sacked.
Rodney Dangerfield gets sacked by Mike Burke. He went through 2 offensive linemen, Bob.
Yeah, he really wanted to get to Rodney there.
Western Michigan holds them. They get the ball back. Momentum clearly in favor of Western Michigan now, Freddie.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what they do on this drive here. Florida State better tighten up here.
7-yard return by Derrick Sullivan. Out comes Western Michigan. Back to pass. Run up the middle. Off the side, left side. Great run there. 15-yard run by Derrick Sullivan. 1st and 10. Back in shotgun. Play action going deep. Wide open in the middle. That was McNair with a 23-yard reception. J.D. McNair, my apologies.
That was a good pass.
Line up in pistol. Open on the sideline. Another crisp pass. Chad Brown with 6 yards. 2nd and 4.
They got Georgia State a little confused.
Yeah, it looks that way. Back to snap. A little pressure up the middle. Was able to dump it off to Derrick Sullivan for 5 yards and another first down. Move the chains. Well within field goal range here. Bob, what are you thinking about this Western Michigan offense?
Western Michigan's looking good so far this game, and their passing game is just dominating right now.
Plenty of time. Back to pass. Throws it away. Looks like it was covered down the field. Live another day. Injury report. Sullivan bruised knee. Did it say will return or will not return?
Said will return soon.
All right. Well, that's good. Back in pistol. Run up the middle. Nice hole. 10-yard rush for Gerald Bradley. Didn't give him the first down, but it's 3rd and inches.
Bradley came in last week. It was a very suitable replacement for Sullivan, so Western Michigan doesn't have a lot of drop-off at the running back here.
Chris Hayden, 9-yard touchdown reception. That play started off perfectly. Great pocket for the quarterback, and had plenty of time to get rid of that ball. All right, so Western Michigan is shocking the league with a 7-point lead over Georgia State. Number 15 up by 7 over number 1. Let's see what Georgia State can do here on the kickoff return. Ball at the 3-yard line.
Get back to their ground game, their option work. Dangerfield.
Yeah, you're right, Freddie. They need to get back to that. Rodney Dangerfield, John Belushi, domination.
Yep. Go.
I must have heard you, because off goes Rodney Dangerfield with a great run. Little shuffle there, throws off the defender, 26-yard rush, move the chains.
This is the Georgia State offense that has been, dominating the league so far, so they need to keep doing.
Another run by the quarterback, another decent run. Look at that power right there. He's still going. Mows down the defender. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's gone.
Oh, he got it.
Wow.
Not getting
what
no
a great
respect,
run.
man.
There's going to be some defenders that are going to be pretty embarrassed after they see this on tape. Look at that. Get down. Get out of my way. Oh, my God.
Number 16's like, anybody get the plate of that truck?
And 33 had some crappy tackling there. Yeah. Cliff Allen says in chat, no one is safe in this MF league. Freddie, what does MF stand for? All right, so off with the kickoff. Western Michigan. Game knotted up at 14. We've got a barn burner here, guys.
Still got
Yeah,
plenty
this
of
is it.
time.
We said at the beginning of this game we're probably going to see a lot of offense and not much defense with these two, styles of offense that they're being run.
And there's a 25-yard reception by Kyle Lewis. He was wide open. Quarterback, perfect timing off the quarterback. Saw him right at the right point, was able to get rid of the ball. Great protection up front. Nice game. 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line. Run up the middle. Nice block, and he's still going. He's fighting. 7 yards for Derrick Sullivan. Here you are in hurry up. 2nd and 3. Run to the left. Doesn't look like that's going anywhere. Bob, they had that. Looks like they had that red.
I don't know why he didn't turn that upfield sooner, because he was running towards the tackler.
You're right.
Turns that up,
he's
he's going to gain 3-4 yards at least.
Yeah, it looked that way. I don't know why he stayed. Just keep going to the sideline. 3rd and 5. Back to pass. A little pressure. Had to dump it off. Fighting for the first down. Doesn't get it. Only 3 yards on the reception short. 4th and 2. Georgia State holds. They get the ball back. Freddie, that's what they needed to do.
Yeah, this is the Georgia State team that we've seen the first 4 weeks of the year. Good defense, and let Rodney Dangerfield run the ball.
Western Michigan is trying to take some time off. Georgia State won't have a lot of time on the clock to work with.
They better pin him deep and not kick this in the end zone, or
I know, yeah.
20 yards.
The punt is up, and it is. Looks like that's in the end zone.
Yeah.
Is that in the end zone?
So. I think it was in the end zone.
Tell.
But... Oh
No!
Wow!
No, actually, that was a pretty damn good punt.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the first time I've
God.
seen that.
Whoa! That could be safety here if they don't do this right. Oh, nice pass. Give him a little cushion. 4 yards for Gunny Gunner. I think that was dangerous passing out of the end zone, Bob.
It was dangerous, but I mean, when you're running out of this shotgun, it's kind of hard to run out of the end zone with it also,
Yep. John Belushi with a couple yards there. 3rd and 3. Big stop here for Western Michigan, or excuse me, big stand. If they can get the ball back, they're going to be in good field position.
If I'm Georgia State, I just run the ball here and go to the half.
Oh,
Huge stop. Call a timeout.
Yeah, West Michigan called their timeout and got them 30 seconds.
Plenty of time. Smart coaching there by Western Michigan. They get the ball back on the right side of the 50. Decent return. He's still going. Got to watch the time here. 13 yards by Chris Hayden. Let's see, where are they on the field?
What, 10 yards to get in field goal range?
Yeah, if that, yep. 22 seconds left on the clock in the first half. Back to pass. Looking to the sidelines. Gets a first down. Doesn't get out of bounds, but 14 yards reception for Chad Brown.
He's their second time
Well
out there.
within field goal range here. Ends up with 4 wide. Back in shotgun. Plenty of time. Dumps it off in the middle again. It was dangerous,
but
but
the first down. We got 12 seconds.
12 seconds. Let's see if they try and go for the end zone here. Back to pass. Throw to the left side and out of bounds. 4 yards
And now you got to
reception.
kick the field goal.
You're right. Now's the time to kick the ball and walk away with 3 if you can. 5 seconds left on the clock. The kick is up, and it is good. Western Michigan takes the lead with 3 seconds left in the first half. Branch, abdominal tear. It looks like he's out for a couple weeks. Branch for Western Michigan. Steve Quinn with a 28-yard return. That's going to take us to halftime. Western Michigan opening eyes in the league over number 1 Georgia State, 17-14. Guys, we said it at the top that this was going to be a highly offensive game, and so far so good.
It's been a great offensive game from both teams, and I'm excited to see how this plays out in the second half.
It's been a turnover-free game. Nobody's turned the ball over.
You think this is just a case of maybe Georgia State just trying to get their feel for Western Michigan, or is it just a total surprise and we may wind up with a huge upset?
I think Georgia. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Freddie.
I think Georgia State kind of got that number 1 get to themselves a little bit. They might have a little big head coming in that first half and went in the locker room down 3 to Coach Honey, or what's her name, Susie Rottencrotch. She's letting them have it in the locker room right now.
So the stats look, more passing yards for Western Michigan, more rushing yards for Georgia State, but total yards look pretty close. Time of possession, in favor of Western Michigan. No turnovers at all. Not a lot of mistakes on either side. I mean, this is just some pure offense and really fun to watch.
It's really fun to watch, and this is kind of what we expect out of both teams. We expected Western Michigan to pass more, and we expected Georgia State to be a more run-heavy team.
So here we are, starting off the second half. Western Michigan receives. Good return, up to the 25. 25-yard return by Derrick Sullivan. Let's see if Western Michigan can keep that momentum that they had at the end of the first half and drive down the field, put something up on the board again. Back to snap. Gets a little pressure, throws it deep. Did he get it? He did get it. 25-yard reception. That was a nice sideline catch by Kyle Lewis for 25 yards. He's got 64 yards all day, 3 receptions, 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line. Back in shotgun, 4 wide. Little pressure up the middle, had to get rid of it. Threw it out of bounds.
He just threw that away, yeah. He had to get rid of that. He didn't have a chance.
Merriman has 187 yards closing on that 200-yard mark. Run up the middle. Decent run. Gets 4 yards for Derrick Sullivan, setting up a third and manageable, Bob.
Yeah, you want to be in, 3rd and 5 and less, but 3rd and 6 isn't bad.
Run up the middle. Nice power run. Still going. 12-yard run by Derrick Sullivan. I mean, that was a statement run.
Yeah, he was just pushing guys to get those 12 yards.
I like the way Sullivan runs. He kind of runs just straight up and down. He don't waste no time. He just gets to it.
Nice pass to McNair for 9 yards. 2nd and 1. Haven't seen any huge defensive plays on either side. Saw some great special teams play on that one punt by Western Michigan, but waiting for the defense to come up with something big.
Yeah,
Right there, 4-yard reception from McNair.
The opportunity for a big defensive play was early by Western Michigan, and the guy just dropped it.
Merriman is 20 for 25 for 200 yards. Back to snap. No pressure at all. Wide open wide receiver for 6 yards.
Have you watched Georgia State's defensive backs? Man, they're giving a big cushion to the
Yeah, they are.
Broncos.
They're playing way off.
I mean, look at those 3 down linemen. They're like, 3 zip codes apart from each other. Run up the middle. 1 yard rush by Derrick Sullivan. And it doesn't look like there's a lot of pressure on him either. And Sullivan's down.
Sullivan.
Let's keep an eye out on the injury ticker for Sullivan. Western Michigan goes 4 wide, back in shotgun. No pressure at all. Dumps in the middle. Almost a danger there to Justin Norwood. Had it, but dropped it. Bruce shoulder will return for Mr. Sullivan. Western Michigan back for the field goal, and it is up, and it is good. 20-14. We got a 6-point lead here. Bob is, it looks like clearly the momentum's on Western Michigan. It's only 6 points though, so they need to hold their heads.
That was a big stop by Georgia State not to give up a field goal there and keep it a 1-possession game.
They're just one play away from Rodney Dangerfield taking it all the way to the house.
They seem to be the most effective when he's back in shotgun with 5 wide and nobody there stopping him. Dangerfield with a strong run, bouncing off the defenders, 20-yard rush. He's making those defenders feel it each time he hits them there, Bob.
He is making the defenders
what's
feel
your
every
drink
hit he
of choice,
delivers.
Bob?
It's a little rum and Dr. Pepper.
There you go. Nice pass down the field of 24 yards to Gunny the Gunner. First down, moving the chains, just on the edge of field goal territory. Rodney Dangerfield, 8 of 11 for 90-plus yards. Back in shotgun. A lot of shotgun tonight. I don't think I've seen him behind the center once tonight. Another good pass on the side. Gunny Gunner gets laid out for 9 yards.
Gunny Gunner with 4 catches for 56 yards.
Back in shotgun again. 2nd and short. Handoff up the middle. Crappy tackling by the defense on both sides. Allowing Belushi 12-yard run.
Am I watching the Cincinnati defense?
Quarterback keeper tries to run it in. Oh, he almost broke through there, but brought down in the backfield. Loss of 4. John Williams with a big tackle. Second and goal on the 7. Line up in the shotgun again.
Play.
Another quarterback keeper. Let's see. And no one is there to touch him until he's in the end zone.
Touchdown run. It's the 2nd touchdown run of the day.
He wasn't touched until he crossed the goal line.
Yeah.
Freddie,
Did that read option to perfection right there.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe at this point they need to think about doing some run blitz and sending an extra person up, maybe causing some pressure in that gap.
Hey, Charles, Gunny wants to correct you that that's Dangerfield's 3rd of the game.
Oh, it's his 3rd touchdown.
I have to be correcting Bob, not me. I'm just kidding. All right, Western Michigan, 24-yard return by Joe Bradley. Yeah, he's trying to make a name for himself and get Player of the Week. Let's do a shout out to the fans. We've got Agalette. We've got another TV viewer, Biff Markham, Cliff Allen. We've got Dave, VA Whole Access, Hilo, Texas, Doug Britton, Gunny McGuire, CAC CPS 06, Lone Star Glory, Fabulous 5'6" Freddie, and Painfulest. Welcome. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Western Michigan with the ball. Back in shotgun. Run up the middle. Again, crappy tackling on both sides. First down. 42 yards for Gerald Bradley all night. That's a 10.5-yard average.
If them running backs would learn to get behind them big offensive linemen, they'd get a lot more yards.
Ooh,
Oh, there's
nice
a huge
pass on the sideline to Kyle Lewis for 34 yards. I guess they lulled him to sleep, Bob, with the run, and then they throw it deep.
Yeah, Kyle Lewis closing in 100 yards on 4 catches, 4 for 98.
1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. Run up the middle. 7-yard rush. Gerald Bradley's got 49 yards all day and 9.8-yard average. Another run up the middle. And another display of shitty tackling. So if Georgia State manages to lose this game, Akron will be the only undefeated team in the league. And they have a tough game this week. They have to play UCF, folks.
Oh, the former #1 team.
The former #1 team is right. Chris Hayden with an 8-yard reception, 3rd and 2. And they are in striking distance on the 4-yard line. It looks like one of the few line up behind center plays. Looks like that's a single 2 tight end set. Run up the middle. 2 yards, 1st and goal.
You say so, Ref. I thought he ran right in the back of his lineman.
Run up the middle again. Oh, that's a tackle. You rarely see that animal tonight. 2nd and goal.
He's right on the 1-inch line.
Let's do a keeper up the middle and quit messing around. Pitch play. That was a long... Oh, a fumble. Oh, no. Wow, I thought it was a fumble. Wow, that pitch play, guys, that's a long play to develop. I mean, that's rolling the dice.
He strung that out a long ways where he could have turned that up way sooner. Turned that up into the end zone sooner.
But they scored, and they're going for 2.
Have to here.
Back to pass, and it's not going anywhere. Laurel Hardy knocked that one down. The booth is saying it was a long 6 inches. I don't know what's going on in the booth, but it sounds like they're having fun. All right, so Western Michigan kicks off, up by 5 points, 26-21. We got 48 seconds left in the 3rd.
Oh, are you having problems communicating with Mom again tonight?
You know, Mom is very temperamental. She scolded me after the last game, so I'm trying to mind my P's and Q's. Don't make me call Dad. All right, so 44 seconds left. Out comes Georgia State. Again, they put some points on the board, lining up in the shotgun with 4 wide. It's a keeper. And again, an impressive display of running and shitty tackling. He's gone. He is going. He's still going. Still going. Down to the 4-yard line. That was a 65-yard rush by Rodney Dangerfield. An embarrassing display of tackling.
Rodney Dangerfield, 12 rushes for 198 yards.
I mean, with the quarterbacks in this league, it looks like Pee Wee football out there with the quarterback just getting the ball and running.
It does some days.
All right, and a run up the middle. Didn't look like John Belushi. I thought John Belushi might have been able to bounce outside, but Western Michigan held their lanes and was able to stop him. 2nd and goal. A keeper wide open. Again, not touched until the end zone. Rodney Dangerfield is, he's tearing it up tonight. This is his 4th.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that hole he had.
Yeah,
so I heard that was what the booth told me.
Rodney Dangerfield looking to be player of the week early on with just in the first game here.
Going for 2 points. Running the longest play ever. That was a 55-second run by John Belushi going out to the sideline there. Didn't go anywhere. Maybe he's a little damaged. I did hear yeah. All right, and back comes Western Michigan with the kick return to the 21-yard line. All right, guys, 26-27. I mean, this is the game that we were looking forward to. A lot of offense, no defense whatsoever.
No tackling, Charlie.
Back to pass. Wide open in the middle. That's a 21-yard reception by Chris Hayden. Let's see. It looks like the team that has the ball last is going to win the game.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Charles.
Back to pass, no pressure at all. Wide open on the sidelines, gets the catch. 2nd and inches. And that's the end of the third quarter with Georgia State up by 1, 27-26 against Western Michigan.
Nines in the chat.
Everybody get your 69s up in the chat. All right, here we go. This is the last quarter of the game. This is where it counts. Run up the middle. Wasn't stopped until 3 yards past the first down marker. Western Michigan is in hurry up. You gotta, take a little pity on those defenses. They gotta be gassed.
Oh, they got to be gassed at this point. I mean, these offenses have run all over them all night long.
Bruce Sternum. Yeah, he will be back out here soon. Oh, so another rare behind the center snap, runs up the middle for a couple yards. All right, Derrick Sullivan's got 43 all night. Western Michigan 4 for 7 on third down. Big third down for Western Michigan, down by 1. A run, dangerous run up the middle, and again, a exhibition on how not to tackle. 24 yards by Gerald Bradley. That's a dangerous run to do on third down. I mean, you got to have a lot of confidence in your running game, guys.
But with the way Gerald Bradley's been going tonight, averaging almost 10 yards a carry, you got to trust him.
Yeah, that ball was, I think he just threw that one away. Missed that.
Back spasms will return soon.
Okay. 2nd and 10. Little pressure in the middle. Gets rid of it. Oh, what happened there? Chuck Carter looks like he did the pass deflection. Ryan Merriman with 279 yards passing so far tonight. Another big third down for them. They could get the field goal here, so you probably don't want to make a mistake. Back to snap. No pressure, no tackling, no coverage. First down.
Another first down.
They're
Kyle
going to be
Lewis, over 100 yards.
First and down, back to pass. Wide open on the sideline. Was he in? He was in.
I don't know if he was in. I don't think he was in.
All right, 2nd and goal on the 6-yard line. See if they may try and run it here. Quarterback keeper? No, they're going to throw it. Wide open on the goal line. 6 yards for J.D. McNair, just outside of the goal line, 3rd and goal. Huge third down here, guys.
Yeah, you want to try and punch this in.
Back to snap.
It's going to be a disappointment.
Looks like everybody's covered in the end zone. Dumps it off short of the end zone
Got
and
in.
able to fight. Chad Brown with the effort. Gets it at the 2-yard line and just muscles it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, that was a huge play by Western Michigan. And they're going to have to go for 2 again here to make it a touchdown game.
Big man. He's a big man. Hard to bring down.
Western Michigan took 1 minute and 45 seconds off the clock. They're lined up for 2 points. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Back in shotgun. Throws it.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. Merriman 298 yards tonight. Throws it to number 1. Is that Riley? Riley for the 2-point conversion. Makes it a 5-point ball game.
Where 44 got his hand in there to break it up.
Both quarterbacks are just really impressing, and both defenses not so much.
Great game we got going here, though, for the first game of the week.
Number 1 team in the league is down by 5 with 3 minutes and 25 seconds left. 30-yard return by Steve Quinn to help up the offense get set up for this important drive here with 3 minutes and 24 seconds left.
Yeah, we got an upset alert going on right now here.
Let's see if they're going to go on the back of Dangerfield again. Back to snap, 1st and 10. Dangerfield gets a rush up the middle, dumps it off for the screen.
Fumble.
Is it a fumble? And it's picked up by Western Michigan. He is gone. Gonzo. We said We said there wasn't much defense, but that one right there is the only one you really need.
I want to see the replay. Let's see if he was down before he fumbled or not.
That was a big hit. I didn't see who laid him out, but that was the hit of the day.
Damn, upset alert.
No challenge, though.
Pick that up. Pick that up.
No challenge. Western Michigan up 12 points, 3:15 to go.
Damn, Danny Don is hustling his ass over to the Western Michigan locker room.
Nice return by Georgia State. Gets it out to the 36-yard return by Johnny Carson. They got to score quick here. They got 3 minutes and 9 seconds left. Western Michigan has shown they've been able to take time off the clock. Passing deep to nobody.
Yeah, that's 15 yards past your receiver. I don't know what he was doing there.
2nd and 10. 39-27. At the snap goes Dangerfield. Dangerfield throws it again to the sideline. Almost intercepted by Sean Houston.
He picks that off. That's another 6 points for Western Michigan.
3rd and 10. Definitely, I think we're looking at four down here. Passes it to the sideline. 8-yard reception. 4th and 2.
Yeah, you got to go for it.
They are going for it. This is a perfect time for them to run. They haven't shown an ability to stop him, but he's going to pass it wide open on the sidelines. 4-yard reception to Taylor Freeman for the first down. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. Back to pass, throws it deep. It's caught. Oh, I thought it was caught.
He's lucky that didn't get picked off when it bounced off his receiver's hands.
Yeah, that was not the best pass on earth, but they gotta go deep and they gotta score quick here, guys. Run up the middle. 6-yard rush by John Belushi. It's urgency by Georgia State. Back to snap, 4-down linemen. Pressure up the middle. Wide open in the middle. Nice pass for 15 yards. But, guys, I think they need to be taking up a little more real estate quicker than they're doing now.
Yeah, they need to be going deeper than what they're doing right now because they're running out of time to get 2 touchdowns here.
Dump it off on the right side. 6 yards to Gunny Gunner. 2nd and 4. And the clock is still ticking.
You're wasting way too much time with these short passes.
Back to pass. Throws to the sidelines just to get rid of the ball. They got to score, guys, and they got to score quick.
Yes, they do. They got to get a score in the next couple of plays and then go for an onside kick because if they've run themselves out of time.
Johnny Carson with 8-yard reception. Hurrying up to the line. They are on, looks like the 14-yard line. Back in shotgun AB. Back to pass, thrown in the end zone. Did he catch it? Intercepted. Interception in the end zone. The second defensive play of the game, and they're both by Western Michigan. And Western Michigan has the lead and is looking like is going to upset the number 1 team in the league.
He got the toes in.
Did toe drag swag?
Yeah.
I'm being told by the booth that they were number 1 for 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah, this may be the shortest number 1 stint in AAL history.
Western Michigan is just going to run and run and run.
Yeah.
You know, I said didn't see much on the defense, and here late in the fourth, Western Michigan defense really stood up in 2 plays.
And that first down is going to be the ball game there. They can just victory formation this out.
442 yards for Western Michigan. Run up the middle, add another 10 to that by Gerald Bradley.
Broncos
9.1 yard average. I'm sorry, Freddie. You were saying?
Bronco was dancing.
He's got a right to dance. They're pulling a huge upset tonight.
They are just running at will. Poor tackling all day on both sides.
I think the Georgia State changed up their game plan at halftime and went to more passing game when they should have started a running game.
Yeah.
They're just going to take a knee, victory formation. That's ball game, fellas. 39-27, number 1. Georgia State gets knocked off by number 15, Western Michigan. Bob, tell me what you're thinking.
Thinking the coaching change may pull off for Western Michigan. A new offense, and they shocked the number 1 team in the world, in the country tonight.
Freddie, what are you taking away from this game?
It's Georgia State's defense. Just the tackling was absolutely terrible tonight.
Yeah, I learned that no one is safe in this league. You can't rest on your laurels. Number 24 can knock off one any day of the week.
He was number 1 at one time, wasn't you?
And I got knocked down. What am I, 35 now?
We ain't got that many in the league. We're close.
Yeah. So 39-27 is the
It's going to be interesting to
final.
see if Akron can stay undefeated.
Yep. This was a very good game. I mean, this was an exciting game for us. I mean, I'm sure for the coaches, they were ripping their hair out watching the defenses. I mean, it was really offenses, A for Western Michigan, maybe a B for Georgia State, but the defenses, man, I give them both Fs. What do you think, Bob?
Yeah, both defenses get an F in this game. Well, you know what? Actually, I'm going to give the Western Michigan defense a D because they got those 2 turnovers at the end.
So let's look at the stats here. 458 yards to 377. Passing yards 312 to 150. 72% on third down to 50% on third down. Red zone 100% for Western Michigan versus 75% for Georgia State. 2 turnovers by Georgia State, which was definitely the killer. That's crazy.
I think,
600 yards
Coach,
to 585.
Coach Roberts might have her job in jeopardy. Looks like Gunny's looking for a new DC.
Look at the time of possession. This is a run and shoot team that's has a 5-point swing on time of possession against Georgia State, the number 1 team in the league. Pretty impressive. You don't really see that out of a run and shoot attack.
You know.
Give a big shout out to Biff and Western Michigan Broncos, man, for knocking off.
Congratulations, Mr. Markham. Yeah,
congratulations to Biff Markham on winning his first game in the league.
definitely. So Rodney
Some teams
Dangerfield
ain't even got a win yet, have they?
No,
Right.
no, some of us haven't.
Dangerfield didn't cross the 200-yard mark. He threw 1 interception. He still had 101 rating. That's curious.
199 yards rushing.
How the hell did he get 115 rating? Okay. Or 111 still. But that interception takes it, whatever. I'm going to have to look at that and do the math afterwards.
Well, the ratings in college goes up to like 200 and something.
Oh,
so
maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. We got 1
208, I
sack
think,
by
is the max
Dudley.
rating.
9 tackles by Norwood. Justin Norwood. Somebody say he has a relative in the SFL. And let's go. What else are we seeing? A lot of zeros on there with 1 tackle. Not a lot of sacks.
There was only 1 sack in the game, I think.
Yeah.
I think there was only the 1 sack in the game.
There wasn't much defense. A lot of missed tackles.
It was by the other team, Dave.
Yeah, horrible tackling. I said that a million times. Well, let's go to Western Michigan now. 166 rating for Merriman. 3 TDs. 10.7 yards. Bradley had 91 yards, 9.1 yards rushing.
Bradley's a better running back again this week.
110 yards for Lewis, Kyle Lewis. Who had two touchdowns for? I missed that. The wide receiver had 2. That was Hayden, and then Brown had 1. 7 tackles for Williams. 1 sack for Mike Burke. And the defensive stats were light.
Nobody could tackle. There was no tackling. How are you going to have defensive stats?
Yep. It was those 2 turnovers is what saved them.
That fumble
capitalized
recovery,
on turnovers.
the fumble recovery for a touchdown, that was huge.
Yeah. Let's go to post game, shall we? I think it's a great idea. Wait, I'm hearing something from the booth. Mom is chiming in.
Is that idea shutting the fuck up?
Yeah. The abuse we take, guys, we volunteer for this shit. That's all I'm saying. 12:05 time of possession for Western Michigan. 24 first downs, 312 yards passing, 0 turnovers, and they held Georgia State scoreless in the 4th.
Yeah, that fourth quarter was huge for Western Michigan.
Bob, was that a hiccup, Bob?
Got me?
Was that? It sounded like you had a hiccup there. I was wondering if that was.
No, I didn't. No hiccups.
All right, players of the game: Brian Merriman at quarterback, 312 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Chris McCoy, middle linebacker, with 4 tackles and a forced fumble. They shouldn't give any players of the game.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a defensive player of the game for either team this game.
It should be empty. It should be like a big red X. Oh, mercy. All right, guys. Bob, final thoughts.
My final thought is I'm just happy to see Biff Markham come into the league, get a win on his first game, and sorry to Gunny for having the shortest time at number 1.
Mr. Fabulous?
Yeah, I'm kind of impressed by Biff Markham and his first win in the league, and unfortunately for Gunny, might be a loss, but I think they'll rebound next week.
My final thought is both teams need to break out the tackling dummy and the tackling sled for practice next week. And with that, final score 39-27. Western Michigan with the big upset. Is that the biggest upset of the year? What do we say? What's the booth going to tell me?
That's probably the biggest upset.
That was at the beginning of the season, so that's not as. Akron beating Old Dominion was too early in the season to his moment. Yeah, that's huge. I think this is the biggest upset of the year. Biggest upset of the year. All right, so we got coming up number 7 Houston at Washington State. Number 9 Cliff Allen versus Jeff Gagne. Navy offense for Houston versus the run balance offense of Washington State. 3-4 multiple versus the 4-3 multiple. Players to watch, Bob.
I'm happy I'm not calling this game because, you see Washington State can only have 3 players on their screen because you got this Jack Marius Tex the rich guy who just come on now.
Oh God, I'm glad. I like the names from the previous game.
Like I said, I'm happy I'm not doing this game. Good luck to those guys.
Freddie, final thoughts, or what do you think about this game?
I look forward to seeing both of these 3-1 teams battle it out. Western Michigan had a big loss last week. Rebound from their loss. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting.
Bob, who do you predict's going to win?
You know, I think Houston's going to win this game. I've been impressed with KD so far this year in the Navy offense that Houston's running, so I'm going to go with Houston.
In a close one?
Yeah, I'd say, 3-4 point game.
All right. Ready?
I'm going to pick Houston, too. I'm going with the road team since the road team won the first game.
I'm going to pick the home team, and they're going to win by 31.
Oh, damn. Carl's calling the upset, or the beatdown.
I just have to be contrary. And right now, I am going to pass it off to the one and the only, Gregory Von Soto.
Thank you very much, Clint and Pepper there, and Bob Funk. You guys did awesome. I tuned in to the post-game show. Didn't even care to even listen to you guys actually do the game, but great job anyways.
Hey, thanks for that, Soto. We appreciate it.
Be Bob Funk, Clint. Anyways, here we go. We're kicking off this week 5. Again, that was a great game, though. Big upset there. Thanks again, messing around, but just thanks again to those guys, Clint, Bob, and Pepper. Great job as always. Clint does a phenomenal job. And it's not that hard, Clint. Jack Marius, tax the rich, man. Come on, it's an easy thing to say. I mean, I only messed it up about 10 times the first time.
Penetrate.
Yeah, penetrate, your favorite word. But here we are. We're doing this game, number 7, Houston, 3-1 at Washington State. Number 9, also 3-1. And with me in the booth, D Nuts. How you doing, D's Nuts?
Oh, man, ain't nowhere else I'd rather be in the world except right here with you, Greg Soto.
Oh, my goodness. I can just imagine. This will be our first time together. I can just imagine how this broadcast is going to go. Glad to have you in the booth. And our third wheel, D, is Peter Fitzwell. How's it going, Peter?
Well, hello. I showed up. I'm here, so I don't get fined. I need the recruiting points. Greg, it's great to hear your voice, Greg. And
Great.
Bo, you're the best.
Well, this is absolutely legendary. I get Soto and Eagle on the same show. Boy, we are in for a treat.
I think the better treat that we're in for is definitely here with head coach Bobby Leo Muxon from Houston and Cliff Allen from Washington State. Looking at this, D, what do you think we're going to expect here from Houston?
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you up front who I'm going to pick, but then I'm going to talk about Houston. I think WSU is going to come away with the upset. But that being said, I expect KD to have a big game today. But at the end of the day, I don't think that they're going to be able to get past everything that defense has set up WSU. But I do think KD is going to have a big game.
Fantastic. And Peter, what do you think about the Washington State side?
I'll be honest, I haven't really have seen much of Washington State, but Jamacrius attacks the rich. Did I say that correct, Greg?
No.
Yes.
I'm excited to see how many times I butcher that tonight. Ooh, 200 yards. Yeah. Nice.
He had a big game last week, over 200 yards, I think. Jack Marius did. But it should be interesting today. It's very interesting. It's gonna be 37 degrees, and it's supposedly gonna be raining.
I do know that I've liked the trend that Washington State has gone on from, they were ranked, in the 20 to 20s to start the season, up to the top 10, so it's been a good run for Washington State.
Yes, it has. And me just looking at this here really quick, that Navy offense for Houston, and then you got a run balance offense for Washington State. Big top 10 matchup. Both 3-1, or one's from the Wayward West and one's from the I-35. So it should be interesting, this interdivisional matchup that we have here. So we're just waiting for the game to get going.
I was sipping my beverage. I apologize. I had a fun weekend away. Came back, but I have to. Elsie's daycare provider, a kid at daycare, tested positive for COVID. So now it's like,
Oh,
now I gotta watch. Now I gotta watch Elsie all week, which is fine. But yeah.
okay.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and after talking about that, hopefully everything's good in the Fitzwell household, and we're off to the field, which is going to be great. These two teams, top 10, matching up.
All right, let's get it.
Ooh, I do like Washington State, the Cougars jerseys. Wait, is this a battle of Cougars, Greg? Is this a?
Yeah, it is actually. I was gonna talk about it here in a minute. Yeah, I mean, it's the battle of two Cougars. Preferably, we would rather go, this is the game of two Cougars, one cup.
Ooh, I like it. Two Cougars, one cup. Hashtag. That's the Cougar battle.
Yeah, like two Cougars, one cup. Hashtag two Cougars, one cup. I would like everybody in the fourth quarter to put up, instead of their 69s, put up their two Cougars and one cup in the stream chat. But here we are at Martin Stadium. We're going to go see here the coin toss. Houston Cougars pick tails, and they will kick. Number 16. And I believe Washington State will get the ball here. Week 5, day 1, game 2, number 7 versus number 9. And decent return there by Warren Munn.
That U it's a long U there. That's Warren Moon.
Yeah, I always get it wrong. I always get it wrong, but here we go. And there's a lot of Cougars out there on the field. Do you guys know that what a group of Cougars is called?
Yeah, it's called a date for me.
I was gonna say a book club.
It's called a range there, D. A range. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a lot of wet Cougars.
And here we are. Let me go back to play-by-play. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line for Washington State. And there's a flag. There's already laundry out in the field.
Yeah, I think they're going to get him for a face mask there.
Wow. A.J. Monroe, 15 yards. Not the way those Cougars wanted to start. Washington State moves the ball now. Now they're inside Houston territory at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10, going 3 wide, single back. And trying to find some room. Jack Marius, Tax the Rich, is 4 rushes, 21 yards already. Moving the ball. 2nd and 6.
Oh, that's a poor pass.
Yeah,
that is a horrible pass there.
Yeah, Deshaun, terrible pass. 3rd and 6 now.
You think that slipped out because of the, wet Cougar? It slipped out?
Yeah, usually, that does happen when it's that moist. The balls will just slide right out. Beezer Washenbeard. Wow, what a name there. Deshaun, 1 for 2 now. 1st and 10. Moving the ball, though, at the 27-yard line. Hand off to the running back, trying to find some room. And Jack Marius only gets 1 yard here.
I don't know. Jack Marius looked like he was running in quicksand. He was running so doggone slow.
I agree there, D. And pass there. Right up the middle to Moon for 7 yards. 3rd and 2 now. Right at the 20-yard line.
Look at the slot. Oh, now they're going to move him off. Oh, that's dumb. That was dumb.
Oh, not a good play there to call. Jack Marius, -1. 4th and 3. Washington State's probably going to have to go for a field goal. Here, Houston defense coming up big there, D.
Yeah, that was a nice
No,
defensive
what just
stand.
happened?
Oh, and then got a flag on the play.
Oh,
it's a false start.
Okay. Woo. That was
I was
close.
gonna say that was a nice defensive stand. I'd hope they wouldn't have messed it up, but yeah, it looks like we got a false start. So this is gonna put them on the edge of field goal range. So this should be a much more interesting field goal. Oh, they're switching it up.
Here we go, 4th and 8. Now going for it.
Now they got to go for it. All day in the pocket.
Indeed.
They went for it. They went for it.
Butler, tight end, wide open in the end zone, in the corner of the end zone. How did that man get lost? Oh, no.
I'll tell you how he got lost there, Soto. He had 25 minutes in the pocket. When you give a quarterback that much time in the pocket, he's going to burn you every time.
What a pass.
Great defensive play all the way up until that point. But I'll tell you, Houston dropped the ball right there at the end.
Big time. And now number 9 goes up 7-0 now with 2:57 left in the first quarter. That's amazing. Talk about fixing the clap flap. And here,
ironically,
Bennett Stewart, 19-yard return. Let's see what these Cougars do with the cup.
Gotta respond. You know, it's a wet game out there. They're gonna have to. You gotta take advantage of your drives.
And
Long, slow drives.
K. Dean with 1 yard one rush, 4 yards there. 2nd and 6. Brings the ball up to the 26-yard line for Houston.
I gotta imagine that Washington State is a lot more at home playing in this type of weather. I can't imagine Houston wants too much of a 37-degree rain. So I think that's another edge to Washington State here.
Yeah, I agree. And K. Dean with a good pass there. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line now for Houston. Going 3 wide. Quarterback keep there. Oh, nice. K. Dean with 5-yard rush. 2nd and 5 now. That's the second rush of the night. Total of 9 yards. Down now to the 46-yard line. Almost at midfield. Let's see what this Washington State defense can do. Oh, fumble.
Ball's out.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a fumble. Yeah, that's a bad
read.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like his knee tore out right there on him.
Yeah, and that is the first turnover.
Guys, I need to apologize. I shouted balls out. I didn't even realize what was going on in the game. I just took my pants off.
That's great, D. I'm just turn to the other side. I'm fine. I won't look.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
That's what happens. You get a bunch of Cougars. Balls out.
45-yard line, 2nd and 10 for Washington State. They pick up 9 there by Beezer, Washingbeard. That's his second reception, 20 yards now, just a yard shy. 3rd and 1, just outside the 35-yard line for Washington State.
Caught him in the backfield.
Ooh, good tackle.
Jack Marius. Wow. That number 49 hit Jack Marius like he was pounding the Punani pavement. And 4th and 4 now. And they're going for it again. What an aggressive Washington State here.
I like how aggressive Washington. They're playing like they want to win here, and I like that.
Yep.
But I'll tell you what they're going to need to do. Their passing game seems to be on point, but Jack Marius, he's going to need to pick up and carry his weight because he's holding back here.
Here we go, 1st and 10, Washington State, incomplete by Len. He's 5 for 8 now.
And Len's got to be careful. That one was actually almost picked off. He needs to be sure and take care of that ball.
Yeah, we're going 5 wide now. Oh, my goodness. There
Great protection. I got to say, Washington State's offensive line is holding up and giving Len Dawson all kind of time in that pocket. If they can keep that up, it's going to be a long day for Houston.
3rd and 8 now for Washington State at the 26-yard line.
5 wide again.
Len overthrew Dakota Romo. overthrew his wide receiver, Dakota Romo, on the coverage. 4th and 8, but they're going to go for it again. This will be their 3rd or 4th down that they go for it.
Well, why not?
Yeah. Oh, there it goes. Luck runs out.
Well, I guess that answered my question, didn't it?
7-yard loss for number 7, Len Deshawn. Now that is a turnover on downs, and Houston gets the ball 1st and 10 with 56 seconds left in the first quarter. And let's see what Houston can do here from the 33-yard line.
Greg, do you think the rain, is affecting the play so much where they just don't want to kick the ball? They don't want to work, deal with it at all, kicking at all.
Yeah, possibly. That's a big run by Arthur Leo. 22 yards, just running and going and thrashing the gash there all the way through for a 1st down on the Washington State side of the field.
And it seems like that's going to be the theme of the day for Houston. Their running game is going to have to pick them up. So far, the defense can't stop that running game.
Oh, and how did he hand it off? Oh, my goodness. How did he pitch it to him? Oh, my gosh. Dion Ware with 16 yards. Oh, my. Houston is playing dangerous in this weather right now.
Wow. Feels contact, immediately throws the ball out, pitches the ball out, gets lucky for the 1st down there.
I'm not getting lucky.
Here we go again.
There it is.
Oh, my
Same thing.
They are playing dangerous, D.
Yeah, but I tell you, it's working for them. If that's how Houston's going to play it seems to be working for them. I say keep it up.
Yeah, well, where's hurt? Where's hurt, like Peter said.
Yeah, I was wondering if the quarterback was going to be the first one hurt there, but running back down.
And K. Dean, no yardage there, and that'll bring it in, D and Peter, to the first quarter. Washington State 7, Houston 0. A lot of action already, and I think it has to do with this weather.
Yeah, I think the weather's playing a really big part right now. We had the fumble that came out earlier, and I think the ball is just a little bit slippery, so it's going to come down to who takes better care of the ball.
Yeah, I was just about to say, slippery balls are dangerous, so.
And Murphy not having a problem with that slippery ball, grabs it right in his hand, gives it the 10-finger discount right back into his tummy. 1st and 10 for Houston.
This is a better drive from Houston here.
And now Tony Phillips getting his first carry just for 1 yard. But they're now in scoring position here from the 11-yard line. No, the 16-yard line, sorry. 2nd and 9.
Houston really needs to score here, so they need to be careful. They need to get 7. Beautiful pitch.
Oh, what a pitch there to Roth for 15 yards. These halfbacks are just coming out of the woodwork here for Houston, making a game out of this. 1st and goal now, I believe, from the 2-yard line.
I don't think I've ever seen this many pitches in one game, but I tell you what, WSU doesn't seem to have an answer for it, so I say keep doing it.
And Phillips with a 1-yard run right there inside the gap. It's like tubular wedging right in there into the defense.
And none like seeing Cougars eat other Cougars. You see that? They're just eating.
And the game is tied up 7-7 with 4:07 left in the second quarter. And Ware strained pectoral. He's gone for the game for a whole week.
Oh, man, the Cougar got a pinched nipple. He's out a week.
And that is huge. Oh, again, sorry, fellas. I forgot about the game. I just looked down.
Now you were talking about the nipple after Peter said that.
And I saw K. Dean got hurt, too. But they'll be back. He'll be back in the game. Wynn was just knocked out.
And big run here after the catch by Jack Marius for 20 yards. 1st and 10 now. That's his first reception, and he just pulls over a bunch of people to the 40-yard line now. for Washington State. Heavy downpour coming down. Oh, Jack Maris gets hit for a 1-yard loss.
It's good to see Jack Maris getting involved in the game in a positive way. In some way, his running game doesn't seem to be going at all, but if they can get him involved in the passing game, they need to keep him moving, because once he gets going, it can be really good for him.
And he's still up. He's still not tackled. There we go. Jack Marius with an 8-yard reception. Second one of the game for 28 yards so far. 3rd and 2 now, close to midfield at the 47-yard line.
That looked uncomfortable for. Oh, there's a.
Oh, that's a false start again.
False start. Offense.
And again, thank you for everybody tuning in. Agilette, another TV viewer, Biff Markham, Bob Funk, Bo Martin Jr., Cliff, Allen, W.A., Commander Root, Dave Access, Delot X, D Leathers 11, Gunny McGuire. Nice pass there to Greg Turner for 22 yards. Hitman Hordorf. I can never say this man's name right. Hitman Hordorf and Catsips 06. Packer Fred 38053. Another big catch there by the tight end. John Lake for 16 yards. And Painfulest. Wow, that should be a name for one of our guys in here. LeSean 10 for 14 for 132 yards now at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Washington State. That's a mouthful there, D.
This is a really good. Well, that's what she said, first of all, so let's get that right. But this is a really good. Look at that touchdown, Greg Turner, and this is the best drive of the game so far by either team.
What did you say last drive? You know, the quarterback had 25 minutes in the pocket right there. Same thing right there for that touchdown.
Yeah, that offensive line is giving him all day in the pocket, and as long as they can keep that up, like I said, it's going to be a long day for Houston. They've got to find a way to get some penetration, just like that.
It will. And talking about penetration, good for you, D. Good for Washington State here, making sure they're stuffing the taco nice and thick. Bringing up 14-7, number 9, Washington State with 3 minutes left to go in this first half. Big return here. Oh, my goodness, still on his feet. Oh, Bennett Stewart, 42 yards. Wow. Talk about stirring the upskirt yogurt there.
That is a great way to get your team back in the game. Yeah, you give your team a great start. They got just over half the field to go.
Oh, and big tough yardage here again by Houston. Arthur Leo now, 2 rushes, 29 yards, 2nd and 3, already at midfield. 1 play, big return now, 1 play. Houston now wanting to answer here, down by 7. Big run there by Dean, 11 yards, 1st and 10 now, D, again.
Yeah, and I tell you, I said K. Dean was going to have a big day, but what I didn't imagine, I didn't see him having a big day on the ground. So far, K. Dean, I believe he's their leading rusher this game so far, or he's close to it.
Big run there by Tony Phillips for 12 yards, 1st and 10 now. Multiple people coming up, running here. Good running yardage here for Houston. Just outside the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Run heavy for Houston. This is great. Ooh. And there's a flag now on the field.
They're going to get him for a face mask, I believe.
Ooh, clipping.
There we go, clipping.
And that will go against Houston. Cameron Bush, too much Bush there. You need to, Cougars need to make sure that that's nice and trim.
I don't know about that, Soto. I'm old school. The more Bush, the better. I like it like that. So.
Wow. Nice. Welcome, Jeff Gagne, to the house. Right on time when we talk about Bush, Jeff Gagne comes into the room. Second and 21.
Man, Houston had great momentum.
33-yard line.
Yeah, I was going to say, Houston has had a great momentum, and it's just stopped all of a sudden. Just not looking good.
Sacked now. Wow.
And that's the difference right there between WSU and Houston. You see how WSU is getting pressure on the quarterback, and that's why it's 3rd and 23 right now.
Yeah, Dean hanging out there and definitely pressuring his dangly parts.
That's a good protection right there, but he ain't got all day. Better
protection.
Interception.
Interception number 40. Oh, just got right in front of him. In Washington State, what a play in the end zone. Now have the ball 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. And good catch on the sideline for 3 yards. Jason Holland, that's his second reception, 13 yards, 2nd and 7.
And right now, WSU has Houston on the ropes. If they can manage to drive the ball down the field and get a score here, Houston's really going to be looking down at them or looking up at them.
Oh, yeah, nice pass there to Beezer. His 3rd reception, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A minute left to go in this half. Washington State looking to go up 2 scores. Moon with a 10-yard reception just short of the first down. 14 of 18 for Len Deshawn. Good game so far, commanding the field here, being up 14-7.
That hole just opened up better than...
Yep, she opened hard.
And now past the 50-yard line, 1st and 10, 5 wide for Washington. Washington State now picking up 9 yards there. Greg Turner, 3 receptions, 51 yards already for him, 17 yards per catch. 2nd and 1.
All day in the pocket.
Oh, little close
Gotta
there.
Be careful.
Yep.
Got to be careful. Lynn Dawson almost got picked off. You got to be careful with the ball. Just because you got all day don't mean you throw it to the wrong person. Be careful here. 3rd and 1.
Yeah, sometimes you got to play hide the cannoli.
Oh,
and
wow.
Nice run there for the first down. Jack Marius attacks the ridge. 10 rushes for 25 yards. 1st and 10, 40 seconds to go.
Washington needs to be careful here. They got to be mindful of the clock. They're going for it.
Oh. Bad pass there by Len.
Should have been picked.
Yeah, and that's the difference between winners and losers, because winners are going to make that catch. Houston can't afford to make those mistakes. That should have been a pick.
Right up the middle again.
Beautiful pass. Now they need to call a time. They may want to call a timeout, but I guess the clock stops here, so they should be all right.
Yep, already 200 yards by Len Deshawn. Just outside
Beautiful
the 25-yard line. Yep. Ooh.
Again, should have been picked.
Y'all remember that if Houston loses this game, y'all remember these should be interceptions that end up being drop passes.
Like, I wouldn't be celebrating that, Bo. Not at all. I'd be mad at myself that I missed that.
Yeah, they're celebrating a dropped interception. They need to be beating themselves. Well, maybe not during the game, but they need to be catching those balls, and then they can beat themselves later.
Yeah. We need to leave the pelvic pinochle game for later. 3rd and 10 for Len. He caught that out of bounds. Wow, that would have been a tremendous play. Here we go. Going for a field goal here. 4th down. 12 seconds left to go.
And I can't even necessarily say that was a good defensive stand for Houston. It was more or less just a bunch of bad play by WSU there. They really should have took advantage of that and went in for 7, but it's still good that they came away with some points.
Yeah, definitely. Number 9, Washington State up 17-7 now. Oh, and what a hit on Stewart. A decent return for 22 yards, but they have all 3 timeouts and only 5 seconds here. I don't know what they're going to be able to do. Washington State's defense has been doing pretty good this half. Handoff again. And they call a timeout with 1 second after that run play. 2nd and 3. Let's see what they could do here.
Yeah, see, in other leagues, usually that'd be a Hail Mary sack, but in this league, it's a pick off. It's an interception.
Yeah, Hail Mary pick return, maybe? No, not going to happen, but yeah.
And that'll be 3 turnovers now for Houston. Great interception there by number 27 for Washington State. And we're going to go into the half. Washington State 17, Houston 7. How do you see this this first half here, D?
Well, I got to tell you, I said this at the outset that Washington State was going to win this game, and I'm standing on what I said. But what I'm surprised about more than anything is that the defense really seems to be what's coming through for Washington State. There has been no answer by Houston for what Washington State's defense has been doing. They've been all over them, and Houston can't seem to get any air. And as long as defense can keep that up in WSU, it's going to be a long day for Houston.
And how do you see that, Peter? Kind of agree with D, or what do you think while we watch these highlights here?
No, I agree. It's going to be a long game for Houston. They had 2 clear opportunities for picks in their last drive and came out with nothing. And they've gone for glory on a couple long passes and thrown some interceptions. So Houston needs to tighten up their playbook a little bit. Go back to the pitch. Washington State had no answer to the pitch, so Houston needs to go back to that part of their playbook.
Yeah, huge here. 201 yards already for Washington State. Definitely the rushing is being dominated by Houston. Time of possession, Washington State. But those 3 turnovers really hurt Houston. This game, they are swimming upstream, and you never want to be swimming upstream and trying to paddle up Coochie Creek this much.
I don't know. I don't mind paddling up Coochie Creek. I've been there several times. Sometimes the water's clear, sometimes it's a little murky. But I'm a soldier. You got to see it through, my boy.
Yeah, I don't know. These murky waters here that Houston's paddling up might be a little bit too much, but here we go. Houston gets the ball 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. This is a big half to see if they can come back. They are ranked number 7, and K. Dean goes down 0 yards. Brian Heron with a tackle there. 2nd and 10 now for Houston. And here we go. Dean again. Oh, big hit on K. Dean.
Dean's
not going to pitching it. He should have. Otherwise, he wouldn't have took that pop if he'd have pitched it.
Yeah, Dean can't handle any more of those brick walls. Oh.
This is a big 3rd down here. They cannot afford to give this rock back to WSU already down 10.
Yeah, they definitely can't. 3rd and 1 here. Oh, good handoff there to Tony Phillips for 7 yards. 1st and 10, Tony Phillips, 4 rushes, 21 yards, 5.3 yards per carry. Getting now 8 first downs, this Houston team. And about 2 yards there for Damon Roth.
Great tackle there from the Washington State player. I missed the number. Blitzed on the outside corner, untouched for the tackle there. It was great tackle.
I do like the way Houston seems to be spreading the rock around. They give it to several different runners, several different running backs or receivers. They're really spreading the rock, but they just need to be a little bit more careful about protecting their quarterback. He can't keep taking shots like that.
Yeah, he can. He's taking a belly full of marrow just about every time he rushes.
Yeah, he's taking more shots than a $3 hole.
And that'll bring up 30 inches right 50-yard line. Oh, and Dean, look at this. Pulling off a 26-yard run here. What a hole, D.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And that'll bring up 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And Dean again. Oh, now he pitches it. Oh! Leo with a 7-yard rush.
I'll tell you what, Dean almost got Arthur Leo murdered just there.
These Cougars are mauling each other, on both sides. It's lots of hard hits in this game.
Jeff Berg in the chat said Houston's like Novocaine. Just give it time and it'll work. All right, Jeff, I see you out there, buddy.
And Stewart with a reception, 1st and goal at the 6-yard line for the Houston Cougars. Oh, Dean gets sacked again in the backfield. Loss of 4.
Now,
Bo, you go first.
Now, coming away with a field goal would not be the worst thing in the world here. It'll bring them back to 1 score. They want to get 7, but 3 would not be the worst thing in the world here.
No, what I was going to say, it's starting to get predictable, though, with this the QB run a little bit. I think Washington State's starting to get Houston playbook pretty well.
Yep, 3rd and goal now from the 9-yard line. Let's see what Dean and this Houston offense come up with. Oh, the man was on the ground. It looked like he fell to the ground or he slipped in the rain. 4th and goal now. And like you said, D, here we go, getting some points on the board.
Yeah, this is important. Now, like I said, of course they would have preferred 7, but at least they come away with the 3 here to bring them back within a touchdown.
Yeah, unfortunately, the full-on attack of the Pink Fortress didn't work out. They were at least able to put the tip in for 3 points. 17-10 now. Washington State.
The full-on attack of the Pink Fortress, that seems to be the name of a porno I watched one time.
You watched or you were in?
A little bit of both.
Nice.
Well, I couldn't really watch it while I was in it. So
yeah, well, something's got to hold the camera while the other hand does the other stuff.
Exactly. I only got 2 hands.
Isn't that
I got
amateur?
3 arms though.
Isn't that amateur?
3 arms. That's a great point of view. 2nd and 5 from the 36-yard line here. Washington State with a minute and a half to go in the 3rd quarter. Jack Marius attacks the Rich. 12 rushes now for only 31 yards. I would have expected him to have a little bit more of a game here, D.
Yeah, like I said earlier, they need to get him involved in any way that they can. But every time he touches the ball, unless it's in the passing game, he just hasn't been productive. So I think they need to keep finding ways to get him the ball in space so he can make some moves.
Yeah, I agree. 1st and 10 here. Oh, bad pass there to Zeus Kent.
Another dropped pick, and I tell you, Houston's going to be kicking themselves if they lose that game. This is the 3rd drop pick they should have had.
I agree.
Game.
And now another errant pass. Horrible now.
I think that one slipped out of his hand. I think the rain's coming into play here. He forgot to wipe his balls off.
Yeah, we need to get a better towel there for Washington State. Len going back. Oh, what a catch there by Moon. 21 yards, 1st and 10, saving this drive. Warren Moon, unbelievable. Now at the Houston 34-yard line. Oh, and Len on the pitch. Oh, this is horrible. Bad play there for Jack Marius, losing 4 yards. Thor Smith Sherman. That's a football name there, D.
Yeah, you know what? And like I said, Jack Marius has not been really doing anything in the run game, and they really have his number in Houston, so they need to find someone else to get the ball to.
Oh, now you go wide open. Holland for 34 yards here, and Washington State now threatening 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Len finding that wide receiver open on the left-hand side of the field, and here we go with 45 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Pass almost got it to their mascot, didn't quite make it to him.
What was that?
Nothing and just throw it away. Nothing and throw it away.
Here we go again, 2nd and goal.
Wide open.
Is touchdown by Ben Friend. Wow, Ben Fruin with the reception there for Washington State. Now going up, pending the extra point, 24-10 on Houston. And number 7 about to go down now. Multiple scores here. And that extra point is good. And like I said, 24-10. And here you go, the mascot doing some push-ups for that touchdown.
Is that the backup?
That was a huge score right there, because now you're looking at 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter here, and you're looking at a really uphill battle for Houston. So don't let Washington clamp down and shut down Houston. But the Achilles heel is going to be, can jack him off, whatever his name is. Can he get going enough to run that clock out? That's really going to be important later on in the game.
Yeah, and talking about clamp down, there's nothing like getting clamped down. But anyways, 1st and 10 here for Houston.
I was going to ask that touchdown when they played the replay. It looked like the backup quarterback caught the touchdown. I thought I saw a QB on the player, unless it was a backup running back.
That'll be interesting. We'll have to watch that after the game is over. See who actually caught that pass. Tony Phillips here for 3 yards. Now 24 yards and 5 rushes. 1st and 10 now for Houston at the 47-yard line.
And Houston's got to hurry if they want to get this playoff.
And that is
they might as well just let the clock run out if that's all they were going to do.
Yeah, Dean there. I think that was a broken play. In 3rd quarter, Washington State now improves. More scoring from their end. 24-10 now. 13 points separates number 7 and number 9. Houston really has to figure this out. 4th quarter, make sure you put either 69 in the chat or 2 Cougars, 1 cup. We'll know what you're talking about. And here we go. Houston. Oh, that pass going nowhere. 3rd and 10 now from the 47-yard line for Houston, and Dean trying to figure out here what they're going to do. Again, down 2 scores.
Yeah, so the big thing is when there's another one. I was just about to say Dean has been getting picked off every time he gets pressured, and just as I was about to say it, it happened.
Oh, not good. What's that? Pick 3. Pick 3 of the day. Right near the hand.
Horrible game for Dean.
And like I said just before the halftime here, the difference is there is when WSU gets the opportunity to make an interception, they've been making their interceptions. Houston very easily could have 3 picks right now, but instead they've got 0 because they haven't been able to catch the ball.
True. Yeah, that's just horrible for Dean. Talk about 3 interceptions. Talk about getting a nut in the gut there, Dean.
Well, I know a little bit about, getting nuts in the guts, but you're talking about taking one. I can't help you there.
No, Dean's been taking all of them tonight. Here we go, Washington State, 2nd and 7 now. Just run this clock down. Jack Marius, 5 yards, 3rd and 1, 32 yards, 14 rushes for Jack Marius, tax the rich. And here we go from the 44-yard line. Pitch, and he does not get the first down. 4th and inches.
Great tackle.
And I hate to say it, but I said so earlier, Jack Marius ain't been moving the ball in the run game. And if they want to keep this clock moving, they need to find a way to get this clock to stay moving by getting Jack Marius in the game.
And here we go. Now they got to punt and give the ball back to Houston, giving them a little bit of life with 4 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, 4 minutes left in the game. This is the first punt, I think, of the day.
Oh, and hardly no return now from Stewart.
Well, it's not over, but I'll tell you, the fat lady's warming up in the back room. And if K doesn't find a way to move this ball successfully, that's gonna be a wrap.
Oh my goodness! And K. Dean getting wrapped up by number 44 there. Heron with a big tackle again on Dean. Heron shocking the monkey right now in the backfield. And Dean finally finds a receiver, Stewart, for 6 yards. 3rd and 5 now. That's Stewart's interception.
At this point, Soto, I got to believe they're in 4-down territory here. They can't afford to give the ball back to WSU.
And Dean going to throw. No, now he's going to run. Plenty of space there for Dean. Wow. Oh, but getting him down to the 48-yard line. 15 yards there. 1st and 10.
Dean should keep the ball in his hands if he's going to run for 15 yards.
Spins and goes up for another 15 yards. 1st and 10 now at the 38-yard line for Houston. Dean just doesn't feel comfortable passing the ball, even though he has plenty of time. He just tucks it and runs. Here we go again. 3rd tuck and run, sliding before he gets drilled again. He's been taking some big shots there. 6 yards. 2nd and 4 now for Houston at the 32-yard line.
Maybe what he's trying to do is draw the defense in so he can go for the deep ball. Let's see if he does that here. He thought about it. There wasn't enough time.
And sacked again by number 69, Bandit.
There's no better number to have than 69.
Yeah, 69 there, slamming the clam right on Dean.
Not sure why they're not in no huddle right now, though. Need to get going.
Houston here. Don't understand why they're taking so long here to get the pass, get the play going, and bad play calling there. Dean, loss of 3 yards, sacked again.
At this particular point, I'm not understanding why Houston's not going to the air. You're down by 2 scores. The clock's ticking down. You got just over 2 minutes left. You got to push the ball downfield, son.
Yeah. Hand to
Here we
face
go.
moment.
This could be the game here. 4th and 7 with 2 minutes left.
Why?
Fumble.
Well, it was 4th down anyways. Fumble or not, it's a turnover.
That is 5 turnovers. Thompson, number 43, coming up with the ball. 77 with a big hit there. Wow.
And, you know, K. Dean has just got to do better. And I hope they take this as a learning experience because I'm going to go ahead and call it. Time of death, 1 minute, 57 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. But K. Dean's got to learn to do better next week because you can't put it all on him, of course, but he really could have done a lot more in the pass game and depending on his team to stand up and help him out.
I agree there. Monroe there, 5 tackles. But now it's 2nd and 6 here for Washington State. A couple of first downs. And then they could just kneel it, and they'll be just fine. Are you okay with with kneeling, D?
Oh, I prefer it. It's a lot easier, you know, when you're down there. That way, it's right there in your face. You're good. I prefer it that way.
Perfect, man. We'll be seeing a little bit of kneeling here by one of these Cougars.
That way you can get deep down and intimate with it. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, you know, right there in your face. Oh, I'm sorry. I get a little carried away from that time.
It's okay. I get it. You've been cattle prodding the oyster ditch with the lap rocket too much lately.
I'm passionate about my work. You know, I'm an artist.
I get it. You do a lot of caulking the tub, but I get it, man. 2nd and 1 now for Washington State. Inside the 35-yard line. Again, another first down. A minute left to go.
Do it right there.
Yep. Oh, I would 100% wanted to say about 7 things, and you guys kept going. I just stepped away and let you guys do your thing.
Peter, when you're cleaning the cobwebs of the womb broom, you gotta just keep it going. And Washington State there, and that is it.
Yeah, I was wondering about Dean, right? I wanted to say, like, was it K. Dean or was it Paula Dean with butter all over her hands? She couldn't keep control of the ball.
Well, the things Paula Dean can do with butter on her hands, I could tell you some stories.
Oh, I'm sure. I can't wait for later.
Yeah, she does an amazing batter dip corn dog. And that is the game. Houston 10, Washington State 24. Washington State number 9. Definitely going to be moving up the ranks here, D, next week in the polls. You also like polls, correct?
Oh yeah, I love polls. I have a pole. I enjoy watching them slide down the pole and slide up the pole, if you know what I mean.
Yep. And you show them how to do it correctly.
Oh yeah, up and down, back and forth, slow down, speed up.
Perfect.
Up, down, left, right, BA start.
Perfect.
Oh,
that used to be a cheat code back in the day.
I was
It's still a cheat code, except for the prize is a little bit different.
Yeah. Cheat code Konami.
We see some of these action shots here of the game. Houston, just a horrible game in these wet conditions. 24-10 in
And I
Washington
tell you
State.
what, the Greg Soto, what's not going to show in these stats we're about to go over, what's not going to show is all of the dropped interceptions that Houston did not take advantage of. So when they go back and look at the film, you can lay this game. You can't put it all on K. Dean because that defense dropped at least 3 interceptions.
Yep, I agree. And as you see it there, complete. Wow, just complete. Houston only threw the ball 9 times, and out of the 9 times, 4 completions, and 3 out of the 4. No, not 3 out of the 4. So yeah, so 4 went to their players and 3 went to the opposing team. Unbelievable! What a horrible game by Dean.
We're going to have our statisticians do some research. That might be an AACL record, 38 passing yards. We're going to have to check into that.
Yeah, that actually out of the 3 interceptions, the return yardage was more than what he threw to his players. And there you go, Len from Washington State having a good game. 21 out of 33, 271 yards, kept the ball clean, 3 TDs, 162.6 rating, 63% of his passes. Good stuff there. Tax the Rich, not bad, 20 attempts, 63 yards. Not great, but good overall. And good here by the receiving core. They did their job. Yeah. 9 different receivers there.
Yeah, Lynn Dawson did a great job spreading the ball around, getting all his receivers involved in the game, and that's the reason why that 68 yards by Tax the Rich doesn't seem so bad because he didn't have to carry the team, and that's a good thing. So he didn't have to have a great game, but he did enough. He did his job, and he was there when it counted to get that first down that closed out the game.
True, and we see there 2 interceptions by Mango. That's a hell of a name. I'm sure he's sweet. And Ortiz with 1. Yes, Moochie there with 2 sacks. Paul Dickoff not really having to kick that much. Warren Moon, good returns there by Moon. And that is Washington State. And here we go. Wow, that is wow.
QBR 13.2. That's bad, but I mean, we could say that the QBR part of Dean was bad, but look at the rushing of Dean, 20 for 85.
Yeah, he went 20 for 85.
You can't be mad. It wasn't like a terrible game for K. Dean. Just not a great passing game.
Yeah, and actually, well, he did rush, but all of the 5 turnovers were basically caused by him. 3 interceptions. I believe he fumbled once, and the other one was a horrible pitch.
That he fumbled.
Basically, yeah, that he basically
so you're right.
fumbled. So,
Yeah,
I mean...
No, you're right on that.
And so what
85 yards to me are like meaningless when you actually are the cause of all 5 of your turnovers.
Well, what happened is WSU, they gave him those 85 yards because they said, you know what? We don't think you can beat us through the air. So we're going to force you to try to run the ball. And the minute, anytime that you throw the ball, we're going to pick it. And that's exactly what they did. So yes, he got those 85 yards, but the WSU had a great strategy here. They gave up his run game, whatever he could get, because anytime he had to throw the ball, they were there to intercept it.
Yeah, totally agree there. Dean just, wow. I haven't seen a game like that in a long, long time. And here we go to our post game here, just to see these final stats.
Who would be your player of the game, Greg?
Say what now?
I was gonna say, who would be your player of the game? That's all.
The player of the game for WSU should be K. Dean.
Yes, thank you.
Wow. I was going to go back to the more for the actual players of the team, but yeah, first downs here at Washington State, passing yardage did well. Those 5 turnovers, just a killer. Good rushing by the entire committee, I guess you could say, of 197 yards by committee for Houston. But they got to figure out that passing game. That's just one-dimensional. It's just not going to work. And Len, well deserved. He managed the team pretty well there for Washington State. D. Catholic Mango, 3 tackles, 2 interceptions, and Tony Phillips, I think, is the backup. He's the fullback, so you could tell right there what kind of a game Houston had when your offensive player of the game is your fullback with only 5 carries and 24 yards. Chris Arnold there, 4 tackles for loss and a sack. Just a bad game overall for Houston. Hopefully they can bounce back. They'll definitely be moving down pretty much a handful of spots, most likely. After being number 7, they're definitely moving out of the top 10.
Yeah, and everybody's gonna want to pin this loss on K. Dean, and I'm gonna tell you right now, K. Dean, don't hang your head too low. Today you sucked dirty, nasty, sweaty balls. Yes, you did, but go ahead and get over it. Because your offense was right there down with you. Getting a train ran on them. So listen, don't feel bad about it. Review the tape, go back to what you do, and find a way to get out of it, because you all suck tonight.
Yeah, all I can say to that is choo choo.
Choo choo.
And here we go, and that will be the end of Game 2. And Game 3 here, D and Peter, number 10, San Diego State, going on the road to the Minnesota Golden Gophers, number 22, winless General Cornwall. What do you think about this game here, D, of number 10 going to 22?
Well, I've seen a lot, and Ben Jurgenoff has just been really, really amazing. Like you can just it feels good, right? To watch Ben Jurgenoff, it just feels good. He's so loose, and it just he goes hard, and that's what I like about Ben Jurgenoff. He goes hard all the time.
He has a hell of a grip, D.
You never have to worry about whether or not he's going to be up or down. He stays up, and that's something that I can really identify with. And so I usually, I picked the underdog the last game, and it turned out that I was right about picking the underdog, and I am not going to pick the underdog in this game, because I gotta believe Ben Jurgenoff's he's going to go off tonight. He's going to get all up in it.
Nice. And how about you, Peter? What do you think about Minnesota? And what they have to do, and some of their players to watch?
Oh man, I mean, do you start with Harry Asscrack? I don't know. It's been a rough season up there for the Golden Gophers, with Holdorf and his corn, Dog Holdorf, Oliver Klozoff. It's not been good at all for Minnesota. 0-4. It's just like, I mean, yeah, there's a couple teams that are 0-4, but at this point of the season, you want to win a game. I can't see it though. I can see San Diego State taking care of the Gophers and making them go 0-5. At this point, I'm looking at a playbook change for next season for Minnesota.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at this. I mean, I've called a couple of San Diego State games. Haven't called a Minnesota Golden Gopher game yet, I don't think. I have seen San Diego State, Ben Jurgenoff, Buster Hyman, Willie Eat Me Out, and Andy Feltersnatch. By the way, Andy Feltersnatch, he's from Vancouver. Good pickup there by San Diego State, going up across the border to bring him down to San Diego State. But they're a tough team. They are a tough team by Coach Robo. I think he's got them going in the right direction. Part of the Wayward West division, going against now an I-35 team. And Minnesota really has to figure something out. You got some good teams in the I-35 division. You got to get at least one win, even if it's not your division. Get a win and get in that win column. So we'll see, but it's a tough task. I do think that San Diego State Aztecs will be picking this win, and they'll be going 3-2, and Minnesota will join Marshall as another team that's winless.
Well, what Marshall? This week that Marshall's playing Cincinnati, so someone's not going to be winless after this week.
Correct.
Yeah, so we're gonna have battle. We're gonna have battle of the bottom of the table.
And again, thank you again for tuning in to the AACL Week 5 Game 2 with yours truly, the Greg Soto, D's Nuts, and Peter Fitzwell. And thank you, gentlemen, for joining me in the booth. And here we go with Game 3 with Dave Access and Pepper Rogers. Welcome to the booth, gentlemen.
Hey.
R.I.P. Dave Access.
Thank you, guys. Great call on that game. What a couple close matched games and kind of crazy games when you kind of dissect them like you guys did at the end of that game. So thank you guys both, or all three of you, for the call. I think it's just me and Pepper on this call tonight. I just FYI, the graphic for San Diego State is not completely correct. They do not run the Navy offense, so but we have their proper offense loaded in the game. Minnesota's information is correct. Pepper, let me bring you in here real quick. First of all, how's it going tonight? I know you were on that first game, so thanks for sticking around for this third game. But what do you think about this top 10 team, San Diego State, going against a winless Minnesota team tonight?
Well, you know how the AACL is. There's always upsets each week. So, I'm looking for an upset this game. That's what I'm looking for.
True. Bob Funk, are you still in the house? You going to jump in third wheel with us?
I'm here, Dave.
All right, perfect. Then, Bob, what do you think about this? 10th ranked San Diego State, 22nd ranked Minnesota, but they're one of three teams without a win, and one of those teams has to win this week. What do you think about Minnesota at least playing at home against this 10th ranked San Diego State team?
I mean, I think Minnesota has a chance because they're at home, but I'm going to give the advantage to San Diego State.
Yeah, I agree. I think Robo's got San Diego State clicking on all cylinders. Minnesota has had a couple close game. Of course, in the players to watch, Ben Jurgenoff has been amazing. Buster Hyman was player of the game last week. Andy Feltersnatch, your defensive player of the week in the All-American Coaching League with 2 pick sixes, Pepper. And do you expect another game like that out of him tonight?
Yeah, with this air raid offense that Minnesota's running, yeah, I look forward. I think he will have 1 pick. I don't know if it'll be a pick 6 though.
Well, we'll see.
I'm just curious to have Minnesota made any adjustments during the week.
That's interesting. And speaking of adjustments on the Minnesota side, Bob Funk, let me bring you in one more time before we hit the field. They're one of the few teams that we don't highlight their quarterback because their halfback, Dog Holdorf, carries such the load on the run game, even though they run an air raid. Don't you think that's kind of interesting or counterproductive there?
Yeah, it's a interesting philosophy they run with this air raid and Dog running so much. I think they got to make some adjustments to get in the win column.
Yeah, I agree with that. So with that being said, folks, we'll hit the chat here in just a moment. But
what's the temperature in
Minnesota? It's 30 degrees and cloudy in Minneapolis. So 30 degrees, cloudy. So we'll see how cloudy it is when we go to the field right now. And if you look at your screens, here come the Golden Gophers.
Right, all red.
They look pumped up tonight.
If we figured out what a Golden Gopher is yet.
I don't know. If you ask Greg Soto, I'm sure it's something sexual.
Oh, I guarantee it is Soto.
Ooh, look at that. I love the pushing and shoving before the game even gets started. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
B.E. Robo.
What's that?
I said good luck, Coach B.E. Robo.
There you go. Ladies and welcome to TCF Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota. The Aztecs call tails. It is heads. Minnesota wins the toss. They will kick. The Aztecs will receive. And I don't know if that's a great thing to do with this Aztec offense, Pepper, giving them the ball first like that.
Well, they want to see what their defense is made of right off the bat.
Well, they're definitely going to find out. Adolph Oliver Nipple, 28-yard return to get things started. San Diego State in their white and bright red with black pants, and Minnesota in their all dark red uniforms. Ben Jurgenoff from the shotgun, first play out the box. He's going to do a quarterback keeper 3-yard rush. Bob Funk, is that just trying to set it up for the pass, you think?
I think they're just trying to soften them up, get them keep up on, try to stop that pass to go over the top.
Yeah, a little slant screen there to Buster Hyman for only 2 yards. So 2 plays, only 5 yards so far. So third, actually they're only counting 4 yards, 3rd and 6. Jurgenoff, here comes the corner blitz. He gets it off to a humongous receiver or tight end, and Andre Parks, a 16-yard reception. Real quick, let me hit the chat. Al Giet, another TV viewer, B. Robo, Biff Markham, Bob Funk, Bill Martin Jr., Commander Root, Dave Axis, D-Lo, Texas, as Jurgenoff fakes the handoff. Quarterback keeper around the right side for a 7-yard rush. David Leathers, the man with the best first name in the AACL. Gunny McGuire, Caxips, 06, Ladybug, ×3. Lenara, I don't know who that is. It's Jurgenoff, keeps it around the outside, and he breaks a tackle, splits another 2 defenders. It goes for another 21-yard rush as we wrap up with Packer Fred, Payne Fullis, and the Greg Soto tuning in tonight. Welcome, everybody, to the All-American Coaching League, brought to you by Axis Sports. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Dave Axis, with Pepper Rogers and Bob Funk in the booth with me. Pepper, San Diego State kind of picking up where they've left off the last couple weeks, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah. They just moving them chains, getting them first downs, just driving it down the field.
And Jurgenoff with another fake. He's going to keep it himself. Not a lot of yards, Bob Funk, only 3 yards, but he does get the first down.
Yeah, he picked up that first down, kept the drive going. They got 1st and goal at the 9.
Gunny letting everybody know he went 0-3 in the pick'em tonight. Gunny cheering for San Diego State. Always cheer on my 3 Jarhead brothers in the AACL. Gunny, we appreciate that. Me personally, I'm rooting for Minnesota because San Diego State's in my division and I would like them to lose. Jurgenoff under center. Plus it's Robo's team and we have a little rivalry. Under pressure, has to throw that away. You know what, Pepper, let me go to you first. Who are you pulling for in this game?
I think I'm pulling for the upset. I want to see Minnesota get a win.
Yeah, I'm on that bandwagon for show. Bob Funk, what about you, bro?
I'm pulling for San Diego State. I want another team. I want somebody to go 0-5 besides me.
Oh, besides you? Okay. And injury update. McCulkiner has a dislocated wrist, but being the man that he is, he will return at some juncture, which is crazy to think that he'll be carrying the ball with a dislocated wrist. Jurgenoff with a wide open receiver on the sideline. Fellatio with a 10-yard reception. And Pepper, just like that, the Aztecs go up 6-0.
All right, Robo. I see you.
Oh. Hey, Robo, you got to lose, bro. I need you to lose, man. You're in my division. I don't tell you. Okay.
That was a good drive, though. Definitely a good drive.
It was a good drive. So, San Diego State kicking off. Minnesota taking it from their 5-yard line out to the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50, all the way across midfield. Dix between her legs with a 48-yard return. Bob Funk, that's how you respond to a San Diego State Aztec touchdown.
Yeah, Dix between her legs, split her right open right there.
Hell yeah. All right, little pass off to the left, breaks 1 tackle. Dog Holdorf with a 6-yard reception. Minnesota going no huddle. And, you know, Amir Williams, we talk about him so little in this Minnesota supposed air raid offense that I can never remember his name half the time. He comes back from the shotgun, little pass over to the right for a – are they calling that out of bounds?
Yeah, they're calling that out of bounds.
All right, so 3rd and 4. Minnesota, I think they need probably, what do you think, about 7-8 more yards to get in field goal range. They fake the handoff. No, they give it to him. Is that Dog Holdorf across the left side for a 12-yard rush and a first down? Pepper, that was a kind of a slow developing play, but it worked.
And that was Dog Holdorf's first touch, too.
And as they're waiting for the center to get his ass over here to hike the ball, from the shotgun, Amir Williams. Receiver off to the right side, Will Woods, who's your player of the game last week. 1 reception for 3 yards tonight. That's the first time he's touched the ball. Minnesota going no huddle, trying to keep this San Diego State Aztec defense off kilter a little bit. Bob Funk, is it just me, or are those San Diego State helmets and cleats really bright?
They're really bright.
I'm going to have to wear my shades next time I call one of their games. Another incomplete pass. Pepper, that's the second or third pass Minnesota's had on the sideline now, but the receivers haven't been able to keep in bounds.
Yeah, the quarterback is just inconsistent right now.
Just leading him a little too much. And speaking of the quarterback, he gets sacked for an 8-yard loss, and the San Diego State defense is looking as sharp as those helmets and shoes right now. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 15. Looks like Minnesota's going to have to settle for that field goal we discussed. No.
Oh, they pushed him out of field goal range.
Wow. That would only be a 45-yard field goal.
Oh, that's going to be like a 52-yard field goal.
General Cornwall.
He got a freshman kicker, though.
General Cornwall with no confidence in his place kicker, apparently. And they kick it in the end zone anyway. And what's that, a net 15-yard punt?
Yeah, net 15.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. And now we're starting to see why Minnesota is 0-3, except for I thought that was going to be a pick six. Justin Caldwell.
I did too.
That's why he plays defensive back, folks, and not wide receiver. Wow. And this is why, another reason why Minnesota is having a hard time winning these close games is because they make a lot of mistakes. Here's Jurgenoff from the shotgun, throws it out. I think is that McCulkiner back in the game? No, it's Ron Pitts, the backup, for a 10-yard reception. Don't know if we're going to be seeing him back or not. So 30, if it's at the 35, you add 10 and 7, right? So 45, so 52. So still, Barry McCulkiner with a 12-yard rush. I guess his wrist is feeling okay. I don't see a cast or a brace on it. I think he was just fucking faking. You know those fucking San Diego State Aztecs are always faking their shit anyway. All right, man in motion under center. Jurgenoff with a wide open receiver. I think that's either a fullback or a tight end. Number 44, Dick in my ass, with a 31-yard reception. Pepper, how do you like that Dick in my ass?
Hey, he's got some good hands, don't he?
Apparently he's got lots of good body parts, it sounds like. All right, under center. Handoff up the middle, but he turns it up to the outside. And Barry McCulkiner with a 13-yard rush around the outside. Bob Funk, impressive run when the middle was clogged up. He bounced outside.
It is, but San Diego State loves forcing the ball with Barry McCulkiner.
Yep, and there he is again with another 5-yard rush. And San Diego State looks like they've come to Minnesota completely prepared, on a tear, ready to rock and roll. Barry McCulkiner is taking care of business as he gets the ball again off to the right side. Almost breaks another tackle. Only gets a 2-yard rush. Pepper, if he had broke that last tackle, he was gone for another touchdown.
It definitely was gone. Had the whole sideline open there.
Ben Jurgenoff this time from the shotgun. 2 wide receivers set, 2 backs, a tight end. Fakes the handoff. He's going to run a little option. He does option it out to number 32, Calvin Nash, with a 7-yard run. And, Bob, that was too easy. That looked like it was taking candy from a baby.
I mean, if Coach was here, he would be having a wet dream right now because that's the option to perfect it.
He would definitely say that he would be as hard as Chinese algebra right now. With the extra point, a quick 14-0 lead. We're not even done with the first quarter yet. Pepper, I mean, does Minnesota even stand a chance in this game? Do you think is this how it's going to go all game, or do you think Minnesota is going to respond here?
This is going to be a big drive right here. Minnesota definitely have to get some points here. They can't go down more than 20 points, 21 points.
Yeah, Dick's between her legs with a 21-yard return for Minnesota. And let's see how they respond. Let's see what these Golden Gophers are made of as they hand it off to Dog Holdorf going around the route side. He's going to lose 3 yards And Bob Funk, I got to tell you right now, San Diego State looking as impressive on defense as they are on offense.
Yeah, San Diego State has dominated this game right now, and Minnesota really needs to get something going, or this is just going to get ugly.
Absolutely. From the shotgun, Amir Williams, he's got 4 wide, single back. Nice pass over the middle, wide open receiver, catches it in stride. Roger Howard with an 18-yard reception. And Pepper, that's kind of what we need to see from Minnesota right now.
Yeah, that's what they need to do. Just keep doing that, keep moving the chain, get some rhythm.
And there it is. So they do the pass, they set up the run, and Holdorf goes through a gaping hole and a 34-yard rush to wrap up the first quarter. And I got to tell you right now, Pepper, San Diego State with all the momentum, up 14-0, but Minnesota looking like they're coming right back.
Yeah, they're trying to pull some of that mojo back their way here with the drive here.
Well, let's see what
they can punch it in.
Yeah, let's see what they can do. Empty backfield, 5 wide from the shotgun. Amir Williams, lots of time. He gets under pressure a little bit. He almost throws an interception. And, of course, Bob Funk, as soon as we give them a compliment, the commentator's curse kicks in, and they almost throw an interception.
Yeah, we need to see Minnesota let Dog get loose a little bit again here, because that play at the end of the first quarter was the first great play for Dog.
It was. That time, Amir dodges a sack really nice, but he gets the pass out to Holdorf, but it's a 1-yard loss.
We got a Aztec player down.
Yeah, it looks like a defensive player is hurt for the Aztecs, so we'll keep an eye out for that injury report. Amir Williams from the shotgun, 3 wide receivers set, single back. He's got a man open, and he's not going to come down with it. You know, Bob Funk, he looked wide open, then all of a sudden those speedy San Diego State Aztec defensive backs closed in really quick.
Yeah, they did. And that injury update, that defender will be out 2 quarters with an abdominal strain.
Did you happen to catch his name?
I missed the name. I just caught 2 quarters abdominal strain.
No worries at all. We'll see who that is.
You tell them people in the truck, and you leave them stats up for a little bit more.
I keep telling them, dude, they don't fucking listen to me. All right, here we go. San Diego State, 2 yards deep in their own end zone. Straight up the middle is Adolf Oliver Nibble for a 24-yard return out to about the 22-yard line. And that's where San Diego State will take over as they held Minnesota, who was driving really well before the quarter break. They held them to a field goal, 14-3 Aztecs. This time they're going to run a little option. And Ben Jurgenoff, that's really not his thing there, Bob Funk. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, that it just looked like a broken play to me.
That was that reverse pivot option crazy.
Yeah, it's not really a San Diego State thing, I don't think. This time they faked the pitch, they screen passed the other way, and Freddie, Pepper, that's 2 plays in a row where San Diego State looked like it was trying to get cute and Minnesota was all over it.
Yeah, I think Minnesota, they need a stop here. This is a good defensive stop so far. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
You think San Diego State's just being a little too cute, or Minnesota's shaving up their defense a little bit?
I think San Diego State trying to be too cute. Fucking Robo.
Yeah, he's always trying to fucking be cute. This time they throw a cute fucking pass to Andy Jackson for a 33-yard reception. Bob Funk, that was pretty fucking cute.
That's San Diego State getting back to what they do best. Right there. Instead of playing these cute plays.
Yeah, give it to McCalkiner for the run. Let Jurgenoff throw it deep to these guys. And that time he almost throws interception. Dick's between her legs. Couldn't handle the ball, and he knocks it down, but he's not able to get the interception.
And Dick's between her legs almost picked off Jurgenoff.
Yeah, imagine that. Imagine that in this league. Fellatio this time with a 9-yard reception, just short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Yeah, happy feet quarterback for sure, Biff Markham. 3rd and 1, 4 wide receiver set, single back from the shotgun, gives it to McCalkiner, and he gets about 2 or 3 yards for the first down. And San Diego State on the move again, almost to the 30-yard line. Plenty of time. 1st and 10 from the shotgun, 5 wide, empty backfield. Jurgenoff, plenty of time, but he throws a weird short pass to McCalkiner instead. Bob Funk, they got 8 yards, but it was an ugly 8 yards.
It looked like that pass from the game earlier.
Oh, yeah, when he came out of the end zone? Yeah.
Yeah.
This time Jurgenoff looked like he was actually jerking off there with the ball. and took a 1-yard loss. I don't know what the hell he was doing on that play. San Diego State going no huddle. 4 wide, single back. Jurgenoff from, nice block by the halfback. Jurgenoff trying to turn outside, and he does. He breaks 2 tackles, gets around the outside, a 13-yard rush. Pepper, I thought he was dead for a loss, and he turns it into a first down.
Yeah, that's Jurgenoff for you. He'll break them tackles.
Imagine that. All right, 4 wide receiver set, single back from the shotgun. Jurgenoff. He's going to run this option again, this time to the right. He's got it. He's going to pitch it. He's going to keep it. He gets 5 yards, but he looks like he might be hurt, Bob Funk.
I hope he's not hurt.
All flicked up.
He's definitely – oh, yeah, look at – he is –
Yep.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's the
his slipperiness ended. He's holding his knee.
That's the last thing San Diego State needed today. So the backup quarterback is in. We don't even know this guy's name. He's under center. He's actually going to throw the ball to Adolph Oliver Nipple for a 6-yard touchdown reception. And the backup quarterback is 1 for 1 with 1 touchdown. Number 12, and I can't read that name.
Shane Rhodes.
Shane Rhodes. Where'd you get that? That popped up fast. That's what she said.
It did.
And so there you go. San Diego State Aztecs up 21-3. Still 2 minutes left. Pepper Rogers, is this do or die time for Minnesota on this drive?
With Jurgenoff being out of the game, they might be able to make a little comeback here before halftime if they can get a touchdown.
That's a good point. We'll have to watch for that injury report as Dick's between her legs, takes it up the middle, the return. There's a penalty. There's a flag. It looks like a block on the back, so that's coming back. Yeah, so bring that back. 15 yards or half the distance. General Cornwall does not look happy on the sideline. They will be starting at their own 9-yard line with just over 2 minutes to play. They're going to go 4 wide receiver set, single back from the shotgun. A quick screen to the left side to Dog Holdorf, I think. No, it's Edgar Williams this time. Pepper, that was actually a great play.
That was a really nice play, but they need a little more yardage than that because they only got 2 minutes.
They do. He fakes the handoff. Amir Williams going to keep it, but San Diego State all over that, and he takes a 1-yard loss. Bob Funk, how do you go from one quick, nice play to a play like that when you've only got 2 minutes left in the half?
I don't know. You got to be throwing the ball here. You can't be doing these read options.
Woo! Curly
I thought
Pubes.
this was an air raid offense. I thought air raid made throw the ball all over the place.
No, oh yeah.
Now with Minnesota.
It's supposed to. Supposed to. But I think it also depends on what you have your percentages on, too, your pass and run percentages. This time, definitely airs it out that time to Will Woods for a 36-yard reception. And, of course, Pepper, as soon as you say something, Amir Williams responds with a 36-yard pass.
That's what I was expecting to see a lot of this game. Was a lot of downfield passes like that, deep passes.
Well, they're
the San Diego State corner.
Well, they got all the way down in about 12 seconds. They've got plenty of time now inside the 40 of San Diego State. This time a nice little out pattern over to the side. Edgar Williams for a 4-yard reception, and that stops the clock. Bob Funk, they're just going to chip away at this. I think they need to be careful, though, not to give San Diego State too much time on the clock.
I think that's why they're going to the short passing game here now, because you want to start running clock.
This time he passes over the middle, and the receiver drops it. I think that if he gets that, he's probably down to inside the 10-yard line for sure. A terrible drop by Minnesota. But it does stop the clock. 1:43, 3rd and 6, 4 wide receiver set from the shotgun. He tries to throw a screen and almost gets intercepted. Dog Holdorf is lucky to get back to line of scrimmage.
The dog is down.
Oh, my gosh. These injuries.
Dog has fleas.
Dog, yeah. Who is it that says that usually? Is that you?
Mike All.
Oh, Mike All is the one who says
Mike
it.
All.
That's right. Well, here we go. Minnesota 4th and 6, going for it already early in the game, so this game does not get out of hand. They're going to run the clock down just in case they fail. They don't give San Diego State too much time. Coming down to about a minute left in the half.
What are they doing here?
They're just running the clock so they don't fuck it up.
It's 4th and 5, 4th and 6.
Yeah, but they're running. So that way, if it failed, they didn't give San Diego State too much time to come back. So 56 seconds left. Now they got a first down. Holdorf strained back. He's only out one quarter. That's not bad.
And back.
So they got plenty. They got a timeout. They got plenty of time, and they got a touchdown. Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
Roger Howard.
He was wide open.
Yep, 18-yard reception. Beautiful pass by Amir Williams. And now, can we say Minnesota's back in this game, Pepper?
Yes. Well, yes. This was good. Good drive. Good 6 points.
Minnesota gets the ball to start the second half also.
So that's not too bad. If you can hold San Diego State from putting any more points on the – even if San Diego State gets a field goal, it's a two-possession game.
Exactly. I mean, you're still in this game. You just got to hold them to a field goal or stop them here.
Yeah, so
the hitman showed up in the chat.
Yeah, he shows up and they score. How about, well, then maybe you should fucking stick around. How about that shit? Here we go. Adolph Oliver Nipple with a 27-yard return. Look at this balanced offense from San Diego State. 14 rushes, Bob Funk, and 14 passes.
Yeah, that's you don't get much more balance than that, do you?
You cannot get more balance than that. Here we go. Empty backfield. Jurgenhoff. It looks like San Diego State says, fuck it. We got 50 seconds and 3 timeouts. We're going to take advantage of it. He hits Adolph Oliver Nipple across the middle. I think the important thing here, Pepper, is for Minnesota to keep them out of the end zone.
Yeah, definitely. Keep them. Don't let them give them no points. Can't give up 3.
Important thing here, Dave, is Jurgenhoff is back.
Well, especially with a Harry Azcrack. From the shotgun. Oh, nice over the middle. Nice little slant play. I don't know why they highlighted Azcrack. He must have had the last tackle, I guess. To Buster Hyman, 9-yard reception, it looked like. 30 seconds left. Another slant pattern over the middle to Fellatio. They only have 1 timeout now, so they're going to be lucky to even get a field goal.
You need about 10 more yards getting field goal range.
And another slant. That's like 4 in a row to Fellatio again. Another 7-yard reception. I think they have time for one more play before they have to call a timeout.
Well, the clock stops on the first down. So.
Clock does stop on the first downs, but it is going now as they are taking their sweet-ass time. Jurgenhoff, he just throws it. I don't know what he did there. He threw it at the...
He threw it down at the running back's feet just to
kill the clock. So,
intentional grounding.
Wow, 5 wide, 9 seconds. They better hope this play only takes 8 seconds. And he hits somebody over the middle. Andy Jackson, 8-yard reception. Plenty of time now. They're going to settle for the field goal. And Pepper, that's not bad for 50 seconds and 3 timeouts to get yourself down and put 3 more on the board before halftime. Good deal for San Diego State.
That's the San Diego State offense, though. They're very, prolific. They can move that ball, put them chain.
Yeah. Biff Markham.
Get them in 3rd and long.
Yeah, Biff Markham in the chat saying great clock management. We agree with you, Biff. Only leaving 2 seconds, enough for a return. And that's it for Minnesota. And then we're going to go into the locker room for halftime. Dicks between her legs, 21-yard return. San Diego State up 24-10 over Minnesota at the half. And, guys, I know that 24-10 sounds like a big lead, and it looks like San Diego State is dominated. But at the end of the day, it's only a 2-score lead, and Minnesota gets the ball. So, Pepper, if you're Minnesota, you got to be disappointed, but you're not down and out yet.
No. This game ain't over with.
Not at all. And Bob Funk, if Minnesota can score here and have a defensive stop and then score again, we have a tie ball game in a game that we don't really think should be tied.
No, we don't. And we have Hitman Holdorf saying fuck Minnesota in the chat.
Okay, either he's drunk or he's trying to play reverse psychology. As we look at the halftime stats, 176 yards rushing, 176 passing, 96 rushing for San Diego State, 113-34. Double the time of possession for San Diego State, so that's kind of important. But Pepper, we had no turnovers. We've had some very close calls and some balls that should have been intercepted, but 0 turnovers in the first half.
Yeah, pretty clean first half. Like I said, Minnesota's getting the ball back, getting the ball the first time. Let's see what their offense can do if they can continue what they did the last drive.
I agree with that. As San Diego State gets ready to kick off to start the second half, the third quarter here. Hitman Holdorf in the chat confirming reverse psychology as Dix between her legs returns the kickoff for 25 yards. We'll start hitting the chat here momentarily. Bob Funk, this would be a great opportunity for Minnesota to get back in this game.
Yeah, Minnesota really needs to put a drive together here and get a touchdown because, I mean, a field goal is just not going to do it.
No, it's not.
You got to get a touchdown here.
Well,
get back in.
Start off with a 7-yard screen pass to the backup running back that I didn't catch his name. Looks like Holdorf is back in the game now. From the shotgun again, this time at Holdorf up the middle, but San Diego State read that just as I did from way up here in the booth. James Roberts with the second tackle for San Diego State. Minnesota going no huddle. Getting the play from the sideline. They've got 4 wide receivers set. Nice little pass, nice little curl route there. Edgar Williams for a 6-yard reception. A few more of those, Pepper, and they're in field goal range, and a few more of that, they could be in the end zone.
That's what they have to do. They have to keep moving the chain, just being, don't try to take big chunks.
Wow, and Amir, what a move to avoid that sack. He throws a dangerous pass. Will Woods, with the great hands he has, picks it up for an 8-yard reception. Bob Funk, overall, a good and gutsy play by both the quarterback and the receiver.
That was an amazing move by the quarterback to avoid that sack.
Little out pattern. Was it a dog holder? Sorry, I missed the. Did he? Oh, man, he's hurt again. Unbelievable.
Oh, get down.
Uh-oh.
I have to put him out of his misery.
The dog is down. We got to put him out of his misery. Do we call the team doctor or do we call the vet on that one? I'm not sure. Hand off to Brian Moss.
I think we call the vet on that one.
For an 8-yard reception. And we'll see what happens here. This is going to be interesting. 40-yard line. Getting close to field goal range. As we know, though. Oh, my gosh, Becky.
Oh.
Look at that pick six. And he is gone. San Diego State with a pick six. Andy Felter snatch again. We talked about him before. His third in the last 2 weeks. Pepper, what do you even say about this guy?
He's amazing. He's an amazing corner.
I'm blown away. I'm blown away right now. This guy does it every single week, it seems like lately. Holdorf has a bruised sternum. He will return soon. And Bob Funk, we talked about Andy Felter snatch in the pregame. We said he'd probably have at least one pick. Well, there it is, and it goes for 6.
I just want to say right now, Andy is the editor of the Felter snatch wins.
Yeah, is Howie his brother?
Yeah, Howie's brother is not as good.
No, Dix between her legs with a 48-yard return, a great return from Minnesota. Puts them in some great field position, but if they don't do something here, this party could get wrapped up like mom and dad coming home early from vacation. Here comes Minnesota from the shotgun, 4 wide. Let's see what Amir has up his sleeve this time. Nice pass in the middle, but it gets knocked down by that quick San Diego State. I got to tell you, Pepper, is it just me or these San Diego State defensive backs seem like the quickest in the conference?
They're very quick, yeah, and like I said, they probably lead the conference in the interception.
I wouldn't be surprised. This time they get the slant right across the middle to Brian Moss for a 14-yard reception and a first down. That's what they need more of, Bob Funk, right there.
Yeah, they just need to keep moving this ball down the field and scoring touchdowns because they're in trouble if they don't get a touchdown here.
Yeah, they've got 5 wide.
Down 3 scores.
4 wide receivers and a tight end out wide. They hit the, I don't even know who that is, number 14. Who is that? Lee Thomas? Lee Thomas. First time we called his name today. Probably the first time we called his name all season because I don't recognize that name at all. Minnesota in a hurry up, 5 wide, empty backfield. Getting the play from the sideline. Let's see what they can do here, folks. A little out pattern over to Lee Thomas again for a 3-yard reception. Not a great play. I mean, it's positive yardage, Pepper, but I think you want more than that in this position.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You're 21 points down. Let's put it in the end zone, guys. Let's go.
Let's do something. As Minnesota's getting the play from the sideline once again. Amir Williams. Oh, he's got that drop back. gets off the screen just in time as he's getting sacked, but steps out of bounds. Somebody's hurt. It's Amir Williams. Is that Amir? It is the quarterback.
Yeah, that's Amir Williams.
The quarterback from Minnesota coming up hobbling. We will check for his injury here momentarily. Let's see if this Minnesota backup quarterback can give them a little spark. And the first play he does is a little screen pass to Doug Holdorf for only a 3-yard reception. Let's check the chat one more time. Aguilette. Let's go with Aguilette. Another TV viewer, B. Robo, Biff Markham, Bob Funk, Commander Root, Dave Axes. As the kick is up, the kick is good. They got something out of there. Delo, Texas, David Leathers, Gunny McGuire, Hitman Holdorf, Caxif06, Ladybug ×3, Lana Ray, Packer Fred, and Painfulest. Pepper, let me go to you first. Got to be disappointed there. You had a great drive going, Minnesota did, but then you lose your quarterback and you have to settle for a field goal. It doesn't seem like that was the drive you were hoping for.
If you look at them stats right there, touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. You just can't kick field goals. You have to match assets or it's going to get out of hand.
Yeah, I agree with that. Now, is that Jurgenov? No, is that still the backup quarterback?
No, Jurgenov's in there.
Is Jurgenov back in? Okay, Adolph Oliver Nipple, 11-yard reception and a first down. I'm not used to seeing Jurgenov under center. This booth is a bunch of haters. What are you talking about? We've been giving you a lot of love. What are you talking about, Robo? Yeah, dude, are you drunk?
Fucking Robo, man.
Dude, it's Robo's drinking too much. It's late. Jurgenov this time avoids a sack from one guy, but then gets sacked from a different guy. And but that's okay. He held on to the ball, no fumble, no major damage done. Man, injury update. Williams pulled groin. He is out for the game, folks. So the backup quarterback, whatever his name is going to be the Minnesota quarterback for the rest of the game. Jurgenov over the middle, number 44 again. Dick in my ass. He avoids one blocker, but then Dick in my ass gets slammed by the second guy.
Yeah, backup quarterback for Minnesota is Hugo Zachary.
There you go, Hugo Zachary. All right, San Diego State empty backfield, 5 wide. 1:06 left in this third quarter. Nice easy pass, Jurgenov to Adolph Oliver Nipple, 13-yard reception. Pepper, that's just looking too easy right now for them.
Oh, well, this is San Diego State, man. They're real smooth. Move the chains, first down after first down. I guarantee you they'll have 20 first downs.
Yep, Dick in my ass with a 9-yard reception. And they are close to another first down and getting into field goal territory once again, Bob Funk.
Yeah, I mean, they're already up 3 scores, and they're trying to make it 4 here if you can get a touchdown.
Yeah, it could get ugly here. Going here into the fourth quarter momentarily could get really ugly. As a nice slant over the middle, Andre Parks, a 19-yard reception. It takes 4 Golden Gophers to bring him down. And now we're about 30 seconds left. That puts Jurgenov over 230 yards passing today. And looking at back, he's just got protection for days as he hits Adolph Oliver Nipple for another 8-yard reception. Pepper, the kind of protection he's getting, he should be selling his own condoms. What do you think?
I know that's right. And plus, if you get 8 yards on first down, I mean, it's easy to get 2 yards in two plays.
Yep, exactly. Jurgenov this time, little sideline pass. Oh, the defender bounces off him. Another defender bounces off him. Fellatio, they're only going to give him 1 yard. Bob Funk, I thought he had the first down there.
Yeah, I thought he had the first down on forward progress.
All right, folks, that's the end of the third quarter. 31-13, San Diego State. Put your 69s up in the chat. I don't know who's here still, but put your 69s up in the chat, damn it. You know what? I'm going to do it right now. Hold on.
Mine's up there.
Hold on. I'm going to do it on both of these. Hold on. It's nice when I have two accounts. All right. Somebody ran the ball and did something, and I missed the play. So Tyler Beard with a 1-yard rush for 2 yards. All right, first and goal. Adolph Oliver Nipple. I don't know what they were highlighting him for, but look at that fake hand off the middle. They pitched it outside.
Oh, that got blown off.
Wow, Bob Funk, that was unnecessary. I think at that point.
Yeah, the quarterback was better off taking that up the middle.
96 is in South Carolina. Attaboy, Gunny. And look at Robo. Robo's got to be a hater. Unbelievable. All right, fake handoff. Jurgenoff keeps it. Then he pitches beautifully to McCalkiner. And that was a pretty play. So as ugly, Bob Funk, as the last play was, that one was pretty.
Yeah, they executed that one to perfection there.
Freddie, or I'm sorry, Pepper. Is there a Dandy Don sighting anywhere yet?
Yeah, Danny John, he just got off his helicopter. He's on his way to the stadium.
Yeah, I'm not surprised because it has gotten UGLY. You don't want no alibi. 38-13. Aztecs putting their stamp on this game on the road, I might add, as Dick's between her legs returns the ball for 21 yards. Pepper, I think we all thought San Diego State would win this game. Did you think it was going to be a blowout like this?
I was looking for Minnesota to play a little better football today.
Yeah, well, they're going to have to play a lot of great football as their Hugo Zachary struggles his way to a 1-yard loss. Bob Funk, that's a lot of effort to lose 1 yard.
That was a lot of effort for -1 yard.
Oh, San Diego.
And whatever Minnesota's doing on the percentages, I would do the total opposite next week just to see if it changes up something.
All right, well, there you go. There you go, Holdorf. There's a little coaching advice for you. This time, though, great pass by Hugo Zachary. Wait, did that get... Oh.
As a fellow 0-4 team, Pepper,
he dropped it.
I've tried that. It doesn't help.
Oh, man.
Some teams just suck.
Well, here comes a screen pass and a dog Holdorf.
Your day is coming. Your day. It came for Air Force last week. Your day's coming.
Everybody, yep.
I'm hoping it's tomorrow night against Marshall.
That is a big game tomorrow. 2 Ophers playing. And now at least Minnesota can't be called the Golden Ophers anymore. They'll be called the Golden O-Fivers, I guess. 38. Oh, San Diego State 38, Minnesota 13. I don't know why, Pepper, right now they're going 5 wide with an empty backfield and throwing the ball. Don't you think they should just run out the clock and go home?
Fucking Robo, man. He's gonna make them pay. You know how he is.
Yeah, he's a dick like that. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
You know what they say, Dave? It's a video game. Run the fucking score up.
Well, just for the record, here in the All-American Coaching League, the score difference is not a tiebreaker, so there is no it's not necessary to run it up like it is in the Big 12 in real life. This time, Jurgenoff with a 1-yard loss. At least this keeps the clock running so we can get out of here soon. Dandy Don, I heard, has arrived in the parking lot, and Pepper will give us some updates here in the next few minutes, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think he's making his way down to the concourse right now.
I agree. Barry McCalkiner. And again, why are the starters in? Put the backups in, run the ball, go home with an impressive victory. I don't understand what Robo's doing. He's putting his players in danger. I don't know what's wrong with that guy.
He must have something against Hold
That's why he put his players at risk.
Wait, because why?
He's got something against Hitman.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we do have the miracle doctors in this league. That's true. And Freddie, what did you say?
Said Robo's got something against Holdorf.
Robo has something against everyone, I think. I think he has something against the human race.
Well, I could agree with him on that one.
Barry McCalkiner with a 6-yard reception. It's so fun to just sit here with the bully pulpit and talk shit all night.
I think Robo's going for 45 burger, ain't he?
Is he? I guess he is. But does that show poor sportsmanship, Pepper?
Fuck no.
Well, no, I would say fuck them. If they can't stop me, fuck them.
If they can't stop me, fuck them. We're going to get that put on a T-shirt for everyone. So look for that on the AACL website. You can buy that for your kids for Christmas. All right, San Diego State running down the clock. Coming up to a minute and a half left to play in this game. Oh, here goes Robo. I'm not going to be called by my nickname Robo anymore. I want to be called by my God-given name of Dewan Upanya. Dewan Upanya. Whenever you have that funny feeling, it's me, Dewan Upanya. Oh, that's fire.
Sorry to one up in you.
Is that?
I'm gonna just call you DU.
Is that comment worthy of play of the game or what? Oh my God, that's hilarious.
It might be a diva moment of the season.
It might be. 10 seconds, folks. Thank God this is finally over. Where's Dandy Don at there, Pepper?
Hey, Dandy Don just come in the booth. He's turn out the lights. The party's over.
And Barry McCall Connor.
1 second on the clock.
Oh my God! Can we just?
Come on, San Diego State. Don't put no touchdown in.
I was like, just shoot us and put us out of our misery at this point. Shit. Well, folks, there you have it. We had we had one close game early. We had a second game tonight that seemed closer, but it was a 2-score win. And then we had just this ass whooping by San Diego State over the Minnesota Golden Gophers. It looks like Ben Jurgenoff will be your player of the game, even though he only played about a little over 3 quarters before getting hurt. Was still able to put 38 points on the board against Minnesota. Minnesota ranked 22nd. Pepper, let me go to you first. Minnesota ranked 22nd. One of the other teams below them, either Cincinnati or Marshall, has to win this week. So is this Minnesota team going to drop all the way to the bottom of the rankings?
Well, it's hard to say if they're going to drop to the bottom, but they definitely ain't moving up from 22.
That's for sure. Bob Funk, that gives you a little more hope for this week's game, I think.
Well, I mean, I'm playing Marshall, so I got some hope, but have you seen my team?
You've been in some games. You've played some good ball. Look at there's Andy Feltersnatch with his 3rd pick 6 in 2 weeks. That guy is just.
He gave up every game in the second half. That's our problem.
Well, let's see.
He could be for a defensive player of the year.
He could be. He's definitely up for it now. Let's check out the stats real quick before we wrap up this and go to our post game. 38-13, doubled them up on first downs, almost doubled them up on total offense. Look at the 3rd down conversion, 8 of 9 for San Diego State. That's amazing.
Freddie called the 21st downs for San Diego State.
He sure did. Let me see. Look at that. San Diego State over 500 yards of total yards, and then 5 more minutes of time of possession than Minnesota. Going to your player stats, starting with the home team Minnesota. We know Williams got hurt a little bit near the end of the game, but Amir Williams, 17-25, 164, 1-1. On the rushing side, Holdorf, he only carried the ball 5 times for 45 yards. Bob Funk, don't you think with a 9-yard average you want to give the guy the ball more than that?
But he got hurt 3 different times.
Well, there's that. He threw the ball to 8 different receivers, nobody really standing out. The 1 touchdown maybe by Roger Howard. Blocking, we don't care about. 10. Oh, look at Captain Cornwall. 10 tackles, 8 of them solo. That's pretty good. That's something to hang your hat on a little bit there, Pepper, don't you think?
Yeah, that was a real good performance by him. And like I said, Minnesota, you got nowhere to go but up.
Biff Markham saying Minnesota got 394 yards. That's not shabby. It's not bad. It's not bad, Biff. I mean, it sucks when your opponent gets over 500, but you're right.
Yeah, 394 is good.
On a normal day,
you can't give up 509.
Yeah, on a normal day, not terrible. But when you're playing a San Diego State powered offense, not the way things are going to end up for you. Dicks between her legs, 6 kick returns for 180 yards. That's not bad. And let's check out real quick. San Diego State, there's your player of the game, Ben Jurgenoff, 25 of 30, 277 yards, 1 touchdown, and no picks. But on top of that, he also rushed the ball 10 times. Or no, where'd he go? 10 times for 47 yards. Yeah, so not terrible. Decent game for Barry McCalkiner as well, 10 attempts, 58 yards. Pretty decent there as well. On the receiving side, He distributed the ball really well. Look at that. 40. Everybody's getting 40 to 50 yards receiving. And how many is that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different receivers. Pepper, that's the kind of quarterback you want on your team, right?
Yeah, he distributed to everybody. You can't just key on one player. Like I said, San Diego State knows how to get them first down. They move the chains. They eat the clock. Well organized offense by fucking Robo.
Fucking Robo, absolutely. Let's see, kicking just 1 field goal, but 5 extra points. Of course, that San Diego State offense keeping their kicker a little busy. San Diego State, you guys look at that, did not even have to punt the ball.
Punts.
Bob Funk, you got to love when you don't have to punt the ball.
That's a great game when you don't punt the ball.
Amazing. Adolph Oliver Nipple, 4 returns for over 100 yards. And, hey, look at the backup quarterback. 1 pass, 1 attempt, 1 completion.
6 yards, touchdown.
Look at his rating, 480 quarterback rating.
Yeah.
That's got to be the perfect rating for college, is that 480.4.
It's got to be something like that for sure. All right, let's head to the post game real quick, and then we'll wrap up this broadcast of night 1 of week 5 in the All-American Coaching League. Thank you, everybody, once again for hanging out with us tonight. At the end of this,
don't one up in you.
At the end of this week, we're going to be halfway done with our season already. If you can believe that or not. Pepper, no surprise, San Diego State dominating all the statistics.
Yeah. Congratulations, San Diego State. Even though I picked against them.
Yep.
But they're well orchestrated offense, and Robo's defense. They keep getting points on their defense, so good job by San Diego State.
Yep, absolutely. As we go to the players of the game, Bob Funk, we joke about this a lot, but when your kicker is your offensive player of the game, it's not a good game for you.
No, it's a terrible game. And we got Felter Snatch with another pick 6 this week to get defensive player of the game for San Diego State.
Yeah, absolutely. So Richardson 2 for 2 on field goals, long of 41. Captain Cornwall, 8 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 2 assisted tackles, so 10 tackles total. Ben Jurgenoff, your player of the game, 25 of 30, 277 on a touchdown, but he also carried the ball 10 times for 47 yards. And, of course, your defensive player of the game, Andy Feltersnatch, only 2 tackles, but a huge pick 6 that I think just pretty much put the stamp on the game early on. And I got to tell you, 3 pick 6s in 2 weeks. Pepper, nothing to shake a stick at for sure.
Oh, that's a job well done to Andy Feltersnatch.
It is. All right, folks, that wraps up night 1 of week 5 here in the All-American Coaching League. I want to thank everybody again. What rank was San Diego State for this game, Gunny? They were ranked 10th in the nation. Minnesota was 22. So I'm pretty sure San Diego State will probably jump up a little bit after that ass whooping. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, everybody in the chat, all the viewers, of course, all the guys on the call earlier tonight that called the first 2 games, Clint Torres, Bob Funk, of course, Pepper, Willie B. Hardigan, or Greg Soto, I meant D's Nuts, as well as Eagle was in the booth as well. What was that?
How did visiting teams do? Were they 2-1 tonight?
Visiting teams are 2-1 tonight, Freddie.
Yeah. So tonight, Western Michigan won. Right? They upset Georgia State, and then Washington State won.
Washington State won,
and then San Diego State won.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So away teams, 2-1 tonight. So let me go. I was starting to thank everybody, but before I wrap this up, Pepper, let me go to you first. Give me your overall impression of the 3 games tonight.
I think the first game was very interesting with Georgia State getting upset by Western Michigan.
Yeah, I kind of feel
kind of a shocking game.
Yeah, it was a shocking game. I feel kind of bad for Georgia State though, Bob Funk, because they were only number 1 for like a few minutes, right? Because they barely got it. It was just posted yesterday. They have the first game this week, and they have to play a team with a new athletic director, a new head coach, a new offensive, and a new defense. So Is Georgia State? I mean, do they really take that big of a hit in the polls? Do you think because of that kind of loss?
I mean, no, I don't think they do. I think they drop maybe to 5 or 6 at the most.
Well, we'll see. Again, we get there's a lot of football left to be played. We've got to see, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and whatever in action as well still. So who knows what could happen. Join us tomorrow night for night 2 of week 5 here in the All-American Coaching League at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on Twitch as Old Dominion travels to Syracuse. Louisiana Tech travels to Wyoming. I think that's a top 10 game right there as well. And then the Battle of the Defeateds as 0-4 Cincinnati travels to Marshall, who is also 0-4. Somebody's getting a victory.
Bearcats.
Somebody's getting a victory in that game. And we will be left with 2 teams that have not won a game. And right now we only have 1 undefeated team, and Akron has to play Central Florida, so we could end up with no undefeated teams at the end of this week. It's going to be a crazy week, folks, so thanks for joining us. We look forward to seeing you on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday here at 9 p.m. Eastern on Twitch, the All-American Coaching League, brought to you by Axis Sports. We'll see you tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Good night now.
Peace out.
All right, we're out. We're clear. That was, dude. All right, later, bro. I can't believe. I feel bad for Zach right now. He just got his ass fucking handed to him again.
Yeah, he did.
That was bad, dude. San Diego State just looked really good, man.
You do.
I don't fucking know what to say about that shit.
I'm surprised San Diego State was 2-2 coming into that game.
Well, they lost. They lost to Washington State. Right, they lost a close game to Washington State, if I remember correctly. And then they lost. What was the other game they lost? They got their ass kicked by somebody. And then they they barely won. I think they barely beat Houston or Indiana or somebody by like 1 point.
Kansas. They lost to Kansas.
Bad.
24-21.
Oh, I thought they lost like 45-28 or something like that.
Oh. Beat Colorado 38-31. Lost to Kansas. Beat Houston 21-19. I have week 1. I don't have week 1.
All right, let me go to week 1.
That's when they lost week 1 bad.
Let me see. They beat Houston in week 2, 31-19. And then in week 1, they... Where the fuck's their game?
Dave.
Oh, they lost 34-30 to. We're talking about your team right now. They lost 34-30 to Washington State.
You're still broadcasting. We can hear you.
Oh, even better. Hey. Oh.